drown in his waffles. Maple syrup dripping from his fake robe. Who did he see when he heard I was there? Now it seems that...
All right, everybody, welcome out to the Lager and Guys Craft Beer Show. It is Tuesday, May the 12th, 2026. Jersey Johnny coming at you. With me, as always, is none other than Mr. Beer Samurai. Say hello, sir.
Why the hell is that still in customs? Oh, sorry.
Stop working.
It's
beer time. It's beer time.
I've been, but yeah.
I know. You're done for 2 weeks, dude. You're fine. Yeah.
No, I'm not, because I got to finish it before I go on vacation. So it's yeah. I told everybody, get all your stuff to me like Friday of last week. Yeah, they all waited till today. So now I'm still working, but you know what?
There you go.
You know what? Maybe I'll do some in the morning. I don't fly out to 5:30, which means if I fly out at 5:30 p.m., I've got to be at the airport at 9:30 in the morning.
9:30 this morning. You're late.
Oh, crap. All right. Well, whatever.
And the way you were just talking, you already, I mean, you got the way you just talked about the people at work. You had this Brooklyn Italian accent kind of thing going on here. I don't think you want to use that where you're going.
Nah, probably not.
No, I don't think so.
Hey, you.
Hey, you.
What's going on with the line here?
Come over here.
Get these people moving.
Get over here.
I got a fucking plane to catch.
All right.
Right. Anyway.
No, you can do that what you want when you're at the airport before you leave. Just when you land.
No, that'll be bad because like the Brooklyn accent in Italy, that doesn't exist.
That's my point.
And they'll just think you're making fun of them.
Right. That's my point.
That's okay. I got plenty of Italians at work that I make fun of all the time. Directly from actually the one of the guys, Lorenzo. If you're watching, I threatened to throw him off the roof when I get back.
There you go. Yeah, I heard that. That's the second time I heard that, Lorenzo. Watch your ass.
Yeah.
Watch your ass.
So.
All right. Anyway, on that note, we have a few days that we want to mention.
Oh, we do.
Okay.
We do.
Let's start with the one that's near and dear to all of our hearts, but especially Dave's heart.
Oh, she was pissing me off too, by the way, today.
There you go. Happy International Nurses Day.
And happy International Nurses Day to my sister.
Nurses Day to your sister. There you go.
Yep. But she's
Happy Nurses Day, Sarah.
She's actually on vacation tomorrow too. She's coming with us.
She is going with you.
Yeah, and not just stuffed in the luggage like I had suggested.
Right. Well, you want to save the fare. I mean,
Well, she had the money, so she paid for a ticket.
There you go. So. Fair enough.
But she's freeloading on the room, so.
There you go. Well, there you go. Happy Limerick Day. We were going to.
There once was a young man from Kent who was
No.
We better not go with that. Let's not do the ya song.
That's too long.
No. Even that we can't even do on the air.
No, we can't. That would be Dr. Dirty, John Valby.
He has some good ones.
He did.
That one young man from Ealing who can't even go that far.
There once was a rabbi from Peru. No, that wasn't one.
No, don't go there. He had some good ones.
He did have a lot of good ones. He really did.
Yeah, just none that we can get past the first line.
None that you're absolutely right. None that we can get past the first line. So you're absolutely right. Where the hell am I looking here? Here it is. I have to do this. I'm sorry.
What do you got to do? What do you got? You got a Limerick?
Nope. I got a picture of me and John Valby.
In Limerick? Were you in Limerick?
No, we were in Point Pleasant.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Close enough.
There you go. Anyway, had to. It wouldn't be a show without a selfie, now would it?
It would not.
There you go. Happy birthday, Homer.
Homer Simpson.
Happy Homer Simpson's birthday.
Damn you, sexy Flanders.
There you go. All right, and I have yet to have a Duff beer on the show.
Do you actually have a Duff beer?
No, that's why I have yet to have a Duff beer on the show.
You got to go down to Florida and to Disney World to get a Duff.
Do they have it there?
Is it Duff? No, I'm sorry. It's at Universal.
At Universal?
Yep, because Universal owns the
Simpsons.
So,
there.
Yeah,
fair enough.
So they actually have Duff beer down there, and you can actually get your picture taken. John can get a selfie with Duff Man.
I can get a selfie with Duff Man. There you go.
There you go.
All right, fair enough. The other day, we're going to hold on till the end of the show. By now, most of you know why. It may or may not refer to our top three, but I'm thirsty. You're thirsty, and I know our.
Yeah. I got some drink to get on.
And our guests are waiting patiently in the green room, so let's please bring them on now. What do you say?
Yeah, okay, I'm for that. I'm down.
For that too. Here we go. Please welcome to the show, Mike Reina and Danny Jasinski from Erratic Fermentations. How you guys doing?
How's it going?
You confused me. You got them switched from where you originally.
Oh, I can move them back if you want.
No. It's fine. It's fine. I'll get used to it. I'll cope.
There you go.
Oh no, now you got them switched again.
Oh, now you're getting used to it the other way.
I had already acclimated.
There you go.
Hey, gentlemen, how are you?
How's it going?
Very good.
How are you two fine gents on this wonderful evening?
We're good. We're just unwinding. We did some
Unwinding.
building today, getting ready for a brew tomorrow with a friend, and now
Nice.
we're relaxing with some beers.
Very nice. Very nice.
Nice.
You're building a cooler, you were saying before?
Yeah, we're getting there.
Getting there. That's always good. Always a good thing. Always a good thing.
Yeah.
The space looks beautiful. Dave, you haven't been yet, right?
I have not been yet.
You gotta get down there.
I got to get down there before. Oh shit. Yeah, I'll see you guys in fall. I forgot. I'm not getting back till after Memorial Day, and I don't get anywhere near the damn shore after Memorial Day.
Hey, you come down there in a week. You come down there in a week.
Yeah. No, because this trip is using up, and a couple of other trips using up all my vacation time. So no, not happening.
There you go. All right. Well, then we'll figure it out.
Nah, I'll get down there.
We'll see you when we see you.
The space looks great. Definitely have to say it. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Let's get to. First of all, I'd be remiss if I didn't put this up. I had it all set. There we go.
There you go.
All right.
I thought there was something odd.
I did not write Michael and Daniel as you two did. I apologize, but
It's all right. We got the spelling right.
That's
good.
there you
Yeah.
go. There you
A lot of people spell everything wrong around here.
go. Oh, please.
The method
Hi.
now.
Yeah. Oh, please. Well, my last name and
And
Dave's
just-
last name, I'm sure
Oh
you
yeah.
both are aware of wrong last name spelling.
And probably not just because of sausage fingers.
No. Yeah. So more on that in a minute.
Yeah.
All right. I'm thirsty. Let's get to drinking. What are you two gents starting with? Either of you? Dan, go first.
I'm drinking Nightmare Fuel. It's actually our Russian Imperial Stout
Very nice.
with coffee. We actually did a collaboration with the coffee shop right over here next to us, Steady Hand. And it's one of my favorite beers that we have on draft at the moment. And we're also aging this beer for a good amount of time. And hopefully next year we can drink this again, barrel aged with a whole new addition to it.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very
That'd be
nice.
awesome. Very nice. That'd be awesome. Mike, what do you got?
I'm actually drinking Other Half's Poetry Snaps, the rice lager they do.
Yeah, which one?
It's just all Saz and Sapper. Here, I'll show you the label.
Poetry snaps. I got you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they got lime snaps.
sure.
So,
You got lime snaps. You got regular snaps. You got snaps is the thing. Poetry snaps is the rice
yeah,
lager.
what's his
Did they
face?
get ginger snaps?
Jariz, one of the guys from Other Half, he's like, "You didn't drink Poetry Snaps yet?" This is many moons ago. I was like, "No, I actually haven't." And he sent me home with multiple 4-packs and said, "You drink these." So I did. They're good. They are amazing little lagers.
All right. Samurai, what do you got going?
I'm doing some barrel aged stuff tonight. Both of them 2 years old from the bottling date. One is an Imperial Milk Porter, Kane's Evening Bell.
Very nice.
It is the evening.
It is.
I figured it's apropos.
There you
So
go.
I'll be sipping on this lovely 13 point. What was it? 13 point something.
13 point something.
I forget what it was. I got to put my cheaters on to see
Yeah,
it.
you got to put it up.
13.6. There we go.
I'll show you mine. Drinking Buttonwoods from Rhode Island, beautiful Providence, Rhode Island,
Love those guys.
which we call their Italian pills.
Nice.
There you go.
They're very good at
We got 2
sticky
light
stuff.
beers and 2 super dark beers. Cheers.
Yep.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, yes.
It's funny.
That's good. And speaking of cheers, Matt Patensky chimed in.
Hey.
Cheers to all you gentlemen.
Hey, it's all spelt right.
Cheers, Matt. There you go.
Love Matt.
What's up, Matt? All right. And Brian Boak chimed in. Cheers. First beer, Old Thunder Brewing, Many Worlds, American Porter with coffee. There you go.
Ooh, nice.
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 Old Thunder makes some good stuff. Old Thunder out in Pittsburgh. They make some good stuff.
A huge fan of anything with coffee in it. So
Oh, yeah. This is fantastic. This is really good.
I'm pretty certain. Does mine have coffee in it? I think Evening Bell has. It's a coffee porter.
Evening Bell has coffee.
Yeah, it is a coffee porter.
Oh yeah,
Aren't all the bells have the coffee,
it
correct?
might be
Yep.
Rook.
It has to
Evening
be
Bell.
Rook.
Evening Bell's Rook. Yeah, I think anything that Mike does with coffee is Rook.
Yep.
Yeah.
This one was done in Heaven Hill and Woodford Reserve barrels. Both of these have been double barreled aged.
Very nice. Very
You're
nice.
looking good tonight.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like I definitely wussed out. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
There you
No,
go.
you
You can always upgrade.
Yeah, well, I will get darker as the night goes on. This is the first. It's beer one, right? So
Yeah, he's got his tanning light on. He's going to tan.
I'll sit back while you guys are talking. There you go. All right. So before we get going on questions,
Let's dive into it, John.
Dive right into it. We got to ask you guys both individually, of course. The first question we ask anybody first time on the show, and that would be Dan. We'll start with
Boxers
you.
or briefs? No.
Boxers or briefs.
Big briefs guy.
What, to the best of your knowledge, best of your recollection, what was the very first craft beer you ever had?
Craft beer. Oh man, so that's a good question because it was actually with Michael. We went to a place called World of Beer in Florida.
Oh,
Down in
And
Florida.
Yeah, we were in college together. We've known each other way before that, but we were just down in Florida, and we happened to be turned 21 down there together.
Mhm.
So we happened to go to a place called World of Beer. Honestly, the first beer that I ever had, I don't remember the name. I just remember that place being the first place to ever have over 100 beers on tap, and me trying things that weren't Heineken or Miller Lite or Bud Light.
Mhm.
And we honestly we drank our souls off in that place that
I
night.
can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, we drank so many different types of beer, and like after that, I was just hooked. I was like, I got to drink more craft beer, and I would find like little bars in Florida here and there that would actually sell craft beer. Do I remember any of the names? No, I'm not that kind of guy that remembers anything. I drink more than I remember. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, it makes complete sense. Trust me.
yeah, I didn't realize that I should remember these things as time went on, but
Well, I'm sure you didn't have Untapped on your phone at the time. So
not at all. Not at all.
There you
No.
go.
Yeah.
And cheers to all of those who use Untapped to catalog their beers and only check into one beer once and never
Each beer once.
and each beer once. Never check into it again. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Matt. There you
yeah, so it's only one person rings a bell there.
go. Rings a bell there, right? Anyway, Mike, what was yours?
So, my earliest memory when we talk about craft beer, I'm thinking about micro. I'm not thinking of the bigger companies. So I'll leave that out. But we can go to the one company that changed my mind on beer, and that was Cigar City's High Lie. And that was in Florida. That was a really cool beer. It was, wow, that was bitter for me. But I loved it. It was so good. And that was right around, no, they didn't do the white oak yet, but that was something I thought about. That was a cool beer.
Love
And
that beer.
I think it had to have been 60 Minute because Dogfish was on my brain for years and still is. The guy's still a motivator, Sam. He's awesome.
Mhm. Oh, hell yeah, yes, absolutely. So 60 Minute was your first, or
I'm pretty sure it was most likely my first. The first memory of craft beer was 60 Minute and High Lie. And I'm pretty sure I had both at World of Beer that night. But before that, I worked at a skate shop in Jackson for the longest time with my best friends, and there was an older Indian guy that ran the newsstand. And he would always say in his heaviest Indian accent, "You got to drink the dog piss head." And we didn't have so we're like, "What the hell is who's dog piss head?" And he's like, I don't care. He's like, "This is the best 60 minute the dog piss head. You got to drink it every day." We go there for an iced tea, and we're underage, we're like 16. Like, all right, we're gonna drink it one day, and we did. He wasn't wrong. It's one of my favorite piney IPAs.
it's such a solid beer, and that's why it's lasted. And look, legacy beers are near and dear to my heart. We talk about them all the time at the show and everything else we do about them. So, we always say, don't forget the beers that got us here,
Mhm.
right? So, clearly, this in this day and age, and you guys know as well as we do, it's a what have you done for me lately kind of thing, It's if for the majority of the drinkers now, not necessarily in an age range or whatever, just in general, the majority of the drinkers, craft beer drinkers now, if they would be happy with a brewery never brewing the same beer twice. Something new. But there was something that got us to this point. So that's what I talk about. Anyway, instead of me rambling. What was the first brewery either of you went to? You remember that? Any brewery at that point, unless you went to Busch Gardens.
No, I went right.
We won't count that.
No.
I went right to Dogfish. That's the first place I went.
There you go.
Yeah.
Honestly, it might be Tired Hands for me.
All right.
Really?
I didn't really go to many breweries until I got back to New Jersey after school, and then Mike always talking up all these crazy places to go to.
Yeah,
I think Tired Hands might be the first place I went to. It was pretty cool experience too, how they have all those different breweries, like different areas you can go to in their small town.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Cool.
It makes sense because if you think about that timeline, you were busy with, you're getting into that part of the union. You were just having Paisley at the time, your first daughter.
Yeah. I didn't go to many breweries at the beginning.
There was a lot going on for you, but I was just having a blast. I was going to breweries all the time because I had nothing. I was going to work and just drinking, and I would bring you beer. We got to go here. We got to go there. We got to go. So that adds up.
That's great. Love it. Great stories. And that's what it's all about. And that's one thing. Beer is social. So going out and having them, bring some back and sharing them, and it's all part of it.
I was
all right.
Yeah.
All right. So that kind of got us to what got you guys involved in craft beer in the first place. So how did you take, Mike? How did you take going from going out and drinking beer and then bringing Danny some and so forth and so on to, hey, you know what, we got to brew our own? How did that?
Well, here's the thing. We weren't brewing together in the beginning. I started brewing with my buddy Bojangles. That's when the Dogfish thing came about. Him and I were both intrigued in craft beer. We made a brown ale together after we visited Dogfish. It was like electricity went off in our brains when we stepped in that facility. And then Danny, around the same time, was doing the same thing, just getting intrigued in craft beer. He was home brewing, so I was home brewing. We were doing our own thing in life. And then we just rekindled after a certain amount of time away from each other. He settled in with his daughter. I was just going through whatever at my point, new job, whatever it may be. And we were just going in and out of each other's lives. And then at one point, we're like, oh, we both brew beer. Let's just do it together. And then we started doing that.
Nice. Very nice. And how long ago was that about, Dan?
Well, how long was that?
10 years.
About 10 years ago?
Yeah,
that's
maybe
when we started
12.
brewing together.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. When you started brewing together. It was about 10
So
years
he was
ago.
probably brewing about 2 years before that. Same with me, maybe 2-3 years. I had gotten into it because I got a gift for like a Christmas present, and it was an all-grain brew kit. Best gift that ever changed my whole life, to be honest with you. I just fell in love with the fun aspect of brewing beer. I wasn't even going to breweries. I didn't even care about beer as much. I just enjoyed the
process of brewing
making. Yeah, it was just so cool to me. It was like I made my own beer, and everyone was like, "What? No way!" And then it just like I want to make another one. And then I just started buying all these random equipment things. And then my buddy Bojangles and Mike, they had made a post that they made beer together, and I was like, "You nerds are making beer." I was like, I make beer too. We need to hang out and make some more beer. And that's just kind of how it's not like we rekindle our friendship. It was just like we were just doing a lot going on in our lives, Like I had a lot going on. He had a lot going on. And me and Mike met each other as kids. We were friends since we've been 13, 14 years old, before we even drove cars. So
Gotcha.
it was just funny how like all this time going to school together and all this stuff like that, and eventually going home and then separating for a little bit of time, just how life works, and then seeing a post of just somebody brewing beer, and you're like, we got to brew beer, man. Like, this is what we got to do. And honestly, I don't think it's ever stopped for at least 12 years.
That's awesome. Well, clearly. So,
I think I started right around 22, 23. That's when I was like, fuck, I do this a lot. And if one of my friends stopped brewing, I was like, oh, I'm just going to brew by myself or find someone else to brew with. And that's what kept me going. Having fun.
Yeah, same. I had the same experience. Like anybody that I brewed with before, it was like they just kind of gave up on the process. They didn't care. It took too long, waiting for beer, the whole concept. That was what was intriguing to me, you know.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Was
Love it.
aging the beer.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And I've had plenty of them, and we'll get into that in a little bit. Really quick, couple comments. Steve Nicaro, let's talk craft beer, man. I want that coffee stout. He said.
There you go.
So
We all do.
yeah.
Very
Exactly.
How you doing,
Right.
Steve?
How's it going, Steve? Cheers. Cheers, Steve. Matt texted in or commented in. I know a guy like that. He's talking about a guy like that likes tiny hoppy beers.
No. Talk about the guy that checks in.
Oh, checks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. He knows a guy like that. Yes,
That's when that came up.
We know that's right. I'm assuming it was. Well, I just knew that from the next comment he said. Rest in peace, Hop Devil.
Yep.
Yeah. Hop Devil is bye-bye. And Steve is doing great, he said. Thanks, Steve.
Oh,
Awesome to hear.
awesome. Good to hear.
Awesome to hear. All right. So you guys are chugging along and you're group, obviously home brewing and really getting into the barrel aging aspect of things. Now, when you're home brewing, how big of a batch would you age?
We were starting at 5 gallons, and then we got a little gung ho with the saison style stuff,
Mhm.
and we went all the way up to 60 gallons at one point just to sell air
Oh, wow.
properly. We were pulling 30 gallons, but here's the thing:
Yeah.
we're home brewing, but we were blending different types of beer based off that 30 gallons. So we would do 5 gallons with local blueberries from Emery's right in New Egypt. 'Cause that's where I live.
Mhm.
We would do 5 gallons of red wine pomace because my dad makes Sangiovese every year, or of some sort, a nice dry red wine. So we had these options to do these sorts of things, and then we started doing like donut peaches. We were doing red raspberries, and we would do like just a naked lambic style where it's just you get that beer, you age it for a couple of years, it tastes great. So we were doing a 60 gallon, but we were taking 30, putting in another 30, and blending, and that was just the saison. Our barley wines we were doing, I think we were up to a 30 gallon at one point, but again,
wow.
we were aging for 12 months and then putting in the new for another 12 months. So it'd be a 24-month.
I got you. So you had gotcha. So you blended 2 batches together. One was 12 months at the finish, and the other was 24 months.
Yeah,
But,
we were just blaring.
essentially.
Yeah, that's all we were doing. We made it work.
That's great, though. That's fantastic.
I'm trying not to ask about the Sangiovese because it's a beer show. People love it.
Ask about it.
Oh, great!
It's a very
Tuscan-
good one.
We've had bourbon on the show. You drink how much
It's
more
an
on this show?
amazing wine. His dad makes amazing wine.
Does he get
I'm
the
attesting to it.
Does
As
he get the
time
grapes
goes
from
on.
Tuscany?
Yes,
No,
everything-
no. He wants to get Italian grapes, but he's getting California grapes because we have a connection.
Hmm.
So he's getting a lot of his grapes from Napa, but he'll put on the bottle, what vineyard, what valley he's getting the grapes from. He has the connection now for Italian grapes, so we're trying.
Very cool. Very cool.
And
yeah, but trust me, the wine is phenomenal.
that sounds like it is. I love
Yeah.
that. Have
They
some
do
of
the
that.
right thing.
Nice. Dan, you were just in Italy, right?
I was, yeah.
Where
Had a
were
great-
you?
We started in Rome. I went to Tuscany and then Venice.
Ah, that's a classic trip. All by rail.
We did, yes.
Firenze.
Yeah, exactly, yep. It was a classic little honeymoon trip, 2 weeks. Did the whole tourist thing and whatnot, but also did the whole exploring by ourselves. I had a great time. It was a really cool experience. Yeah, I drank some cool beers too. I got Cantillon at every pub I went to.
Yes,
So that
you
was
can do that.
amazing. Yeah, can't beat that. $18 for a bottle. I was shocked.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I know, that's what I said. So
It's how much?
it was a very cool experience. We had a great time.
That's great.
Yeah,
And-
you can get Cantillon all over the place there. Just just the burger joint in Pordenone. I had Cantillon.
Yeah, it was a pretty weird experience to just see these bottles in almost every pub, just in
Yeah,
the
we just made
refrigerator.
the price like 15, 16 bucks.
Yep.
Awesome.
Tomorrow I leave for Italy. We're going to do Lake Como, and then we're going down into the Barolo region.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, next time I go, I'm going to go south. I'm going to do Naples, and Sicily.
Nice.
We're well north of there, but
Yeah,
it's gonna
yeah,
be-
but I'm that's my next trip for sure. I'd love
Well,
to
that's the
go
thing
back.
with Italy. You got to do in small parcels because there's
Yeah.
so much in each little section. It's
Yeah,
just
there's so much going on. That's why we stayed multiple days. I think we did 4 days in Rome, 5 days in Florence, 3 days in Venice.
but the Italian beer ain't so good.
It's what?
It's not so good. It's
I actually had one of the best West Coast IPAs ever out there. I know that sounds crazy. I wish I remembered
Really?
the name of it. It would take me a minute to look through my phone at the photos,
I
but
think I can. I think I can find it.
yeah,
I
it was
think I know
so
what you're
good.
talking about. But
Yeah.
yeah, no. But the shirt I'm wearing is actually from an Italian brewery, but it's up by the Austrian border.
Okay.
And that
Yeah, I
from
was
the
shocked. I
last
was
time we were
like, wow,
there.
this is really, really good.
Yeah, I've heard about that one, but I've not actually not
It was a
had it.
one-off. It was a one-off bottle in like a, like the little shops they have going on there. It was just one of those places that had a
You
refrigerator.
happen to go in
full
there
of
and
beer.
saw it and grab it. Yeah.
I was like, oh, West Coast IPA made in Italy. Got to try it.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
one-off. Then maybe I can't find it.
It was
one-off.
just like
Maybe it's a one-off bottle that they had in the store. That doesn't mean
Maybe.
it wasn't the same beer you're
Maybe.
talking about. So,
I
anyway,
don't know. Maybe I can find it. We'll see.
if you find it, you find it. All right. So back in the States. All right. You guys are home brewing. When did you have the itch to open a place? I mean, was it well before the opportunity came about for this place, or was it
Well before.
well before? So
This is years ago. We were trying to open up in 2021, 2020, and we just couldn't figure it out. We were trying to brew out of the barn. That's where we've been brewing for the last, I don't know, 9 years. That's where all of our brewing was going on. We knocked down a couple of horse stalls. Our family had a lot of horses. My mother and my sisters grew up riding equestrian.
nice.
So as the horses, passed away, we have these stalls. We stored quads in. And I said, Dad, if I pitch some cement and put a trench drain in it, can I encase it? He said, go for it. Whatever. Just don't burn the barn down. I'm like, all right, no worries. We can figure that out. So we did. We built it to open for business, assuming that one, my parents would be there, and two, Jackson would welcome us with open arms. Breweries in Jackson. Long story short, they want to move, and Jackson does not want beer yet. So we were like,
Well,
let's look
Jackson's changed.
Yes, it has.
Yes, it has. I grew up in Jackson. I went to high school in Jackson.
Oh, you did. You went to
Oh,
Memorial. You had to have went
Yeah. So what?
You had to have went to Memorial. So
Yes, because that was the only thing that was open at the time.
yeah.
I was a Jaguar. But
nice.
yeah,
Where did
things-
you live in Jackson?
I actually lived close to, let's see, in the northeastern corner, close to Howell.
Okay.
You're by
I was on,
Like Prospect area.
actually on New Prospect Road.
Yeah, yeah. You lived right near where I live. I grew up over in Oakley Hill, which is Prospect number 3, technically, and like
Prospect
the
3.
fourth
Okay,
one.
so yeah, you were south of me. I was up by the soccer fields and the middle school up there.
Yeah, I know exactly where you were. It's funny.
Yep.
Cool.
Right next to that old farmhouse that's right next to the soccer fields. That's where I lived.
No, everything's gone.
No, that house is still there. The soccer fields are still there too.
Yeah, but that place is completely different now. You ever gone over there in the last 2 years?
Yeah, I have.
Oh.
The farmhouse is really, really nice. The one that's across the street was dilapidated, and they probably tore
Oh,
that
okay.
down
All right.
eventually.
Gotcha.
But the one that was right next to it on the same side of the road. And Michael, you're in Jackson. Where are you in Jackson?
Huckin Road, the Jackson New Egypt split right past Prospertown Lake.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to Screaming Hill, you make the right, you just make the left. That's where I am.
Oh, it's beautiful out there.
You come in, so you pass. You go down. Was it 539?
7.
537, and instead of making a right to go to Screaming Hill, you make a left.
Yeah.
After you get past Six Flags.
Yeah, we would have been really well. We're good. We're really good friends with the Screaming Hill guys. Brett's an awesome person. They're all awesome. They're really just down to earth and nice. And I aspired to just be another farm brewery just like them, because who would want anything else? It's so beautiful. And he would have been our neighbors. I told him though, and he's like, oh, it's just that's how life is. You got to go with the flow and find where you fit.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. We found where we fit for now.
You're in the prettiest part of Jackson, I've got to say.
Yo, yeah, it's beautiful. And someone says, "Oh, you're from Jackson? That sucks." Like, no, I don't have a neighbor. I can run around buck naked outside. Nobody sees me.
There was a time that a lot of Jackson was like that. And now a lot of
Yeah.
Jackson is not like that anymore.
It is not the Garden State in Jackson anymore.
Nope. And Lakewood's starting to take over Jackson.
Lakewood, yeah, Jackson's a changing. I just drove through Millstone today for a bit.
Ah, what a beautiful drive that is, right?
Mhm.
Awesome over there.
So we're out. I got through Manalapan and I had to go to Monroe. Then I came back down through Millstone and back to and back out. So it was a fun day. But in any event, let's get back to talking about beer. So you couldn't open at the Jackson wasn't going to work, and then all of a sudden Mike and Chelsea decide that they're going to brew all of their beer at one location out in Farmingdale. So they no longer need their facility in Bradley Beach.
Right, yeah. So it's kind of like right before that, we actually tried to open a spot in Tom's River, right across the street from Tom's River Brewing. We actually had set up a whole location. We did a lot of work in there. We did a good amount of work and spent a good amount of money there. And then the ABC told us that we weren't able to operate out of this area.
Right on the other side of 37 from.
Yeah, it's literally right across the street. And then we
Wonder why.
kind of like packed our stuff up, brought it back to the farm, and I don't know. I think we.
What was there? Did they give you a reason for that, or?
It was just the correlation of the building that we had was split between another company, and that company made like a product that like a food product that they didn't want like us being conjoined with, plus having one facility. Even though we weren't trying to make a tap room or anything like that, we were just trying to place to sell beer. So they made it very difficult.
You can't make this shit up. I swear. Yeah, I talk to people from around the country, and they'll say that literally, the one of the first questions out of their mouths are, "What the fuck is going on in Jersey with beer?"
Yeah, sure, 100%. So,
every time, different people, different states, every time, same damn question.
I believe you. We honestly
Except Utah.
Up,
Yeah, well, that's different.
We brought all our stuff back to the farm, and we thought maybe let's just take a break for a minute from this because we spent so much time and effort doing that location. Someone sent us this location and was like, "Hey, listen, this place is up for grabs. I think you guys should really hit on this." And I don't think we even waited 5 seconds. We were like, "Yep, we're in." And we contacted them, and it just ended up working out. They liked our vibe. They liked who we were. There was multiple people looking at this location, and I think that they just felt that we were a family-oriented type of company. We were people that were just going to be supporting the community that we're in, and we weren't just coming in here just because it's a great location,
Nice. That's awesome.
Speaking of
I
location,
think they hooked it up.
Speaking of location, I got a very important question for you. How often do you find yourself a buttered biscuit?
Michael's there probably twice a week now.
No, I don't go there that much. We just took my mother and the sisters and father there on Sunday for Mother's Day. And
I think the question is, how many times do we get sweets from Del Ponte's?
that's
there's
a serious question.
That might be the problem.
They are the problem. They just do it too good, and it's pissing me off. So
I go in there and I'm just like, I'll take one of everything.
Everything. The rainbow cookies are actually the most. I don't care the most moist rainbow cookies I've ever had.
They are very good. They're very good.
Because the biggest problem with the rainbow cookie is, why are they so damn dry? Why does it taste more like your mom's first cake? Like there's no love in it. And they're on a good game.
Almost everything in there is fantastic. Have you had the pizza? Have you had their pizza yet?
The what?
Yes, the pizza. We've had a lot.
Oh, the pizza. Oh my goodness, that place blows my mind.
Yeah.
We just had
an amazing bakery in the front and all that good pizza in the back.
We just had a talk with Pasquale, and he'll be setting up personal pies for the brewery, so that's really cool.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
That's fantastic.
And we're gonna do pastry stouts. We have no choice because they have too many pastries. So that will be happening.
You got to help them out.
Yeah. As long as we get some pastries out of it, we'll throw their name on the logo, on the label.
We'll
put up on the front of the building.
Del Ponte's pastries. Come in.
So when are you gonna do the first pastry stout with them? collab with
That's a
him?
great question. It's about to be the summer, so I don't know how well it'll go.
I'd wait a few months.
Yeah.
Rainbow cookie stout.
As you can see, we really don't care. We have 2 dark beers on tap right now that are 14 and 12%. So,
There you go.
along with 3 other dark beers and 2 dark beers in tanks. We don't care about the time of the year.
Yeah.
Neither
Doesn't
do
matter
I.
to me.
Maybe,
Is one of them a dark Czech lager?
that one's still on draft. Yes,
That one is still on draft. All right.
it's unfortunately it's dwindling down, and I will be very depressed when it's gone.
Yeah, I'll have to get down there really quick for one more before it.
We're gonna want to do that. Definitely.
Yeah, that's a fantastic beer. So, kudos to you too.
Mike, that glass is
Thank
full. That's not the same. Was that the same?
No,
That's
it's
a different
not.
beer.
Yeah, what is it? I'm gonna
It's
open
a
my.
whole different color. So,
I
Would you
was
like
gonna,
to,
I almost said the
taste
same
it?
thing. I said, "What are you doing over there? When did you
Yeah.
open that?"
what you drinking, Mike?
No, just nerve drinking. Just ready to drink the other beer. I'm on to the second. Yeah.
What do you got there?
Yeah, I'm
This
actually
is a really
empty too,
excellent beer. So I went to Twin Elephant for their anniversary, and which I don't travel much obviously right now. It's very hard. It's just Danny and I here doing all the brewing, all the upkeep, and everything outside of bartending, which we find ourselves doing anyway. This beer is Barn Dog. It's a red cream lager.
Yeah.
That's what Tin Barn's calling it, and honestly, they could have called it anything they wanted. It's delicious. They did a great job with it.
That's a good beer.
I wish I left with the case. I really do. But we had a 4-pack and we split it among friends, so I'm really enjoying it.
There's just so much beer in so little time. I can't tell you how much beer I have here, and Dave the same way. It's just I'm never going to get through it. I got to have parties and just let people drink it. It's the only way I'm going to get through this beer.
Yeah, I'll come to your party.
Come on over.
Yeah.
Dan is all. He's got his finger right on the tab. He's just go ahead. Crack it. Crack it.
Yeah, what are you doing? What do you got?
I got our new, our first can release right here with the band
Spasmatic.
Yeah, so this band is from Asbury, right around the corner from us.
They're called Sunshine Spaz, by the way.
Yeah, Sunshine Spaz. So this is our beer that we made with them. It's a 5% easy drinking session IPA.
Nice.
That sounded
It's got
nice.
a great color to it. It's got a great little body. It's very simple drinking beer, and I can drink a million of them. And I'm really happy about this beer. It's our first thing that we ever was able to release in a can. So
That's awesome.
What
Yeah.
tasting notes are we going to get? What are our hops?
Well, your hops are Rowaka hops.
Yeah.
Egger. Who else? And you're getting cool aroma. You're getting lime. You're getting like really subtle pineapple. You're getting passion fruit. It's really cool. What's nice about such a light beer and it's basically single malt is the hops really shine, unless like the yeast takes over a bit. But we used not a blend yeast, but best way to put it is there's no hidden fruits of these that really are shining past the hops.
Gotcha.
They're staying really mellow. The hops are shining out like crazy, and yeah, we're just thankful for it. It was just Pilsner and another couple of light malts. So the hops get to shine well.
Matt just said, I crushed 3 cans of Spaz this weekend.
Yes,
Amazing Rowaka bomb.
Checked in every single one of them.
Did he bring it up to Boston with him? Is that what he did?
Yeah, he needed it. I'm happy with it. Boy, had a rough weekend.
yeah,
Matt,
it's a
check-
very good beer. It has a
Matt-
great Rowaka background.
Matt, check your text. I texted him. He didn't see it yet. So.
Uh-oh. You're in trouble.
It's got
Is
thumb
it-
over the screen.
He's in trouble.
Can't see past that big old bratwurst of a thumb he's got.
That was a description if I ever heard one.
Yeah, the broth.
Hey, and that comes from him too. All right. My Dave, you're still working on.
Oh yeah, I'm still working on
You're
it.
still working on
I've
evening.
got this. I've got this much left.
There you go.
So
Fair enough.
You don't chug. You don't chug this thing. I'd be asleep if I did.
I am drinking Remote from Treehouse. It's
Very nice.
It's their Amber Keller beer. So,
Let's see the beer. I want to see the beer.
let's see the beer.
Yeah, put it in front of your face so we don't have to look at your face. There you go. That's
There you go.
perfect. That's beautiful.
Nice.
It's,
It's a nice
cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's tasty. I gotta tell you, have you had many of the lagers that the Treehouse is doing?
Not in a. I'll be honest, not in a few years. I haven't been there often because it's a hard trek to make every time.
It's a bit of a trek, but I mean, we got anytime I'm going up that way for anything, a vacation. My nephew's going to college in Worcester, so we go up that way and stuff like that. So we always stop in, and this is, they're honestly, I can't. The last couple times I was up there, I picked up I think I picked up a smoked barley wine that they did, and maybe another bottle of a barrel aged something or whatever. But I haven't, other than maybe a couple of cans of an IPA that I split a 4-pack with somebody. I've been grabbing their lagers. I've been doing, their German styles, their Czech styles. Their smoke game is amazing too.
Yeah,
and Dave will say that too. Yeah.
Now, Danny, the beer that you had in Italy, the one I was thinking of was called Spaceman by Brewfist. Is that it?
I gotta look at my phone. I think you are right.
Because it's considered the best IPA out of Italy.
Yeah,
Hands
I think
down,
that's
no one's
exactly
even close.
It's a very magician thing for you to pull out of your ass like that.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it is.
What's it, Spaceman?
Spaceman.
There you go.
It was a phenomenal beer. I was like,
That's
kind
why
of
it's like
blown away
he's
by
got to be talking about Spaceman because
it's
I've
on
had a
my
lot
check.
of.
I got it on my phone for sure. I just don't have my phone on me right now.
All good.
I've had a lot of Italian IPAs when I was there, and I didn't have Spaceman, but from what I hear, it is a fantastic IPA.
There you go.
Yeah, it was great.
And it comes from an Italian guy, the one that I want to throw off the roof that I mentioned earlier.
It'd be Lorenzo.
Di Lorenzo, and
Yeah.
he admits that Italians don't make very good IPAs, and he loves his favorite style are American IPAs, and he absolutely loves that beer. So,
Yeah, no, it was. I was even mind blown by it. I looked at my wife. I was like, "This beer is next level." I was like, "This is really, really good."
It's fantastic, Dave. You do realize that now your one of your tasks
is bringing one or two of
is
those back.
bringing a bottle of that back. So we
That's
Nice.
I believe it's canned.
can bottle whatever it is.
I think it's canned.
That's fine. Then we'll have that party at John's.
Matt,
There you go.
yeah, come over. Yeah, absolutely. Matt has begs to differ with you, Dave. It's not sausage. It's a kibasi of a thumb.
It would be a kielbasa, would it not? It would be a kielbasa.
Get it straight, will you? There you go. And then he said he was planning on stopping at Treehouse this weekend, but his car made him change the plans, unfortunately. So I don't even want to ask.
It's butter and dye on them.
I don't know about that, and then Al Gattulo, spasmatic. Ferment Sunshine is delicious. Tailgating beer. So.
Hey,
Yeah,
cheers,
for
Al.
sure.
Cheers,
Cheers,
Al.
Al.
Al's the man.
And Justin Vitti cracking open a waddle from Treehouse right now. Cheers, Justin.
Oh.
Cheers, Justin. Congratulations, Justin, on the gold medal for the World Beer Cup. That was
Didn't
awesome.
we do that last week?
We
already
did, but
congratulated.
we didn't. He wasn't on last week.
Oh, he wasn't on last week. That's right. He
He
wasn't
wasn't.
last week.
So I said that to him now. He's on.
Well, that's very nice of you
Cheers.
to remember.
And Matt says, Erratic and Lagerham guys collab. Throw Lorenzo from the roof. It's an Italian Pils. We got to do an
It's got to
Italian
be
Italian
Pils.
Pils.
No, we're going to invent a new style, an Italian IPA.
An Italian.
Oh yeah.
An Italian India Pilsner Ale.
Yeah, in Italy,
New
I
style.
saw a bottle that
style.
said IPA, and in quotations it says Italian Pale Ale.
There
I
we
thought
go.
that was fun.
There you go, Italian
There
Pale
we
Ale.
go.
There you go.
We
All
have
right,
our
nice.
style. We've got our name.
All right, it's an Italian Pale Ale.
And we just need hops that throw tomato.
Or there you go. Or throw Lorenzo. There you go.
But throw Lorenzo.
Or throw Lorenzo. All right. So back to the regularly scheduled program. You guys, you talk to Mike and Cindy. You work it out. Boom, you get into the space. When did you get in there and start building everything in? Like, how long did it take from you ink whatever paperwork you got with them to opening the doors that one Saturday last month?
We started building in November 1st.
Okay.
I only remember that because I got married on the same day.
You
So
started
I got
building
married
the day
November
you
1st.
got-
Congratulations.
Thank you. and we got the keys to the place on November 1st as well. So it's easy for me to remember that day.
So you got married, got the keys, and started building in the same day.
Pretty much. We got married the next day. Me and Mike were pretty much here already, taking things apart, figuring out like the construction of this building and figuring out the path that we want to take.
Hence the honeymoon 5.5 months
I was
later.
thinking the same thing, but also the level of the honeymoon being Italy to make up for the fact that you disappeared the next day.
Pretty much. I mean, we thought we would be open in like end of February, but the whole government shutdown slowed us down some, which I think helped us in a bit because it gave us 2 extra months worth of amazing fit out for this place, and it kind of like fell into place for us a little bit better. I mean, me leaving 2 days after we opened was a little weird. I wasn't stressed out. I wasn't worried or anything. It was just weird not being here after 6.5 months of building out the place, and then we opened for 1 day, and I was like, "See you later."
Ciao.
Mike, was it weird for you?
I don't think weird is the right word. I was stressed the fuck out. That's what I was.
What was the hardest part of the build out?
There's no individual thing that was the hardest. Anything was hard for us. It was time consuming, and we had a time, to get ready, because the ABC was expecting us to be ready whenever they so pleased us with their presence, and then we had to build everything out that we needed: the bar, the live edge tabletops that are 20 to 30 feet long because we had to be so extra, the cookie wall, the whole new layout for the merch behind the bar, how we want our tank set up. There's a lot that goes into resetting a location to make it look like not like the person that was in before, because we had that to put on our shoulders as well. We had to make it not look like Bradley anymore, and not that we were disgusted about what they liked. We needed to have our own identity.
Oh yeah, the space was fine, but you had to put your stamp on it. It had to be you.
Yeah,
guys.
we had to re-stamp the whole thing. Imagine going to a pizzeria you loved your whole life, and you walk in, it's a different pizzeria, it looks exactly the same. Like,
that happens all the time.
Right.
Yeah, it's the worst. Honestly, I guess I relate so hard because Jackson's got 100 pizzerias.
Vesuvios.
Oh yeah, not bad. I'm a Jackson Brooklyn Square guy. Jackson Brooklyn Square.
They didn't exist when I was there.
No.
Vesuvios was there, but it was called something else.
Vesuvios is a staple in my childhood.
I could walk there.
Could, not now. I mean, you can walk there now. It's going to take you a few days.
But they say everything's in walking distance if you have the time.
If you have the time, right?
That's true.
I would say our hardest part is was the bar. If I really had to put something on it, the bar, because there were so many steps. We did everything outside of the tile behind the bar, the epoxy in the hallway. Everything else was on us. Oh, and obviously my friend Billy Pappas, he owns a tattoo shop in Belmar called Fast Times. He did the mural. When you're walking out, you see a skeleton drinking from a lucre on a gravestone.
Awesome.
Yeah, he did that very under the influence. He was having a great time.
That's the best art.
Yeah, we were all under the influence, so I can't just say he was the only one making them look bad. We were pretty messed up.
So,
that's true.
Yeah. Well, the next time you go down to his tattoo shop, just walk down the block and come around and stop by here, and we'll have
I can imagine he's relatively close at that point.
Belmar's not a big town.
Nope.
Pick up some cheesesteaks on the way.
Yeah. Have you been to Cheesesteak yet?
No.
Yes.
No.
Go.
And the wings.
The wings are ridiculous too.
So good.
Really good.
We are wing people.
Yeah.
I go for that right now.
Out there.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me know. I'll pick up a couple of cheesesteaks and a couple orders of wings and come up to the brewery one day, and we'll just have
Hell yeah.
cheesesteaks
That'd be great.
and some beer. Yeah, it'll be awesome. And maybe some kibasi too if Matt's around.
Yeah.
I love kibasi.
No, I don't want Matt Kibasi.
But his kielbasa is moist.
God.
Oh, jeez.
All right. On that
Sorry.
Brian said second beer, his Belgian Saison. Boak's Belgian Saison. There you go. Waiting for his
Saison.
Cheers to his Saison. Waiting for his Brown Magic. He just kegged it the other day. Hasn't bottled it yet, but just kegged it the other day. Hey,
Saturday.
Brian,
Saturday.
guys, you know Brian Boak's beer. He closed 10 years ago this year. He was open for a while, but he homebrews now, and lot of people drink his beer, but I think him,
Homebrew.
Dave, and I probably
He's
drink.
basically he's bigger than a nano brewery.
He's bigger than a nano brewery in his house. He's got better equipment and more equipment than a nano has.
That's how me and Mike felt
That's how you
towards
got
the
it,
end
right?
of our little homebrew experience that we had going on. We were like, we spent so much money on equipment. We were like, what are we doing? We're such nerds, dude. Like, I can't believe we bought this crap. Look at
The
us.
problem was we were supposed to open up that Tom's River location, so we bought an SS one barrel system, which is now our pilot system.
Awesome.
But can you imagine you don't open up? What are we doing with all this shit? We have 4 1-barrel fermenters, a 1-barrel bright tank, a 1-barrel pilot system, and that's all we can use because we just rewired everything.
Yeah.
To be able to brew with it.
Yeah.
We had a 15-gallon, which was awesome. It was a 3-pot SS, and that was awesome. But the 30,
cool.
that really screwed us. We weren't homebrewing at the end. People were like, "What's going on? You guys are shutting down?" We're like, "No, trying to open up. God damn it!" And it took 2 years, but we stopped brewing a lot just because of that. That's really cool. I love saison. So.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. You guys.
I opened the second bottle.
All right, show everybody
What do you got?
And I'm really looking forward to this one. This is Carton's Grateful But Not Beholden. This is a port barrel aged barley wine.
Love it.
Coming in at 13% here. This is from his OWC.
His OWC line, and he has
Very cool.
many lines.
Oh,
Beer. Oh, you put that. What you get? What you getting? Barley wine or port or both?
yeah. It's a weird combo in the nose, I'll tell you that.
I can see that. While you smell that and enjoy that, Matt said Brian has a macro nano brewery.
Macro nannery. Macro nannery.
Macro nannery. And Justin Vitti said he's excited to swing up through Erratic when he's up that way in a few weeks for the Beach House rooftop beeriest.
Oh, the beer fest. Yeah.
Oh,
No, not the beer fest. The beeriest.
Beeriest. He just sausage fingered it.
He sausage fingered it. So there you go.
Danny will be there. I won't be there. I'll be away for vacation. But we sent them a couple kegs because it's a beautiful spot. They're really nice people, and
Yeah, I'll be over there.
That was fantastic. Yeah, I love those rooftop beer fests they have. There was one of them that they had that it was raining, so they couldn't do it on the roof. And guess whose beer was at that one?
Yours.
Yeah, yours.
of course.
So, yeah, but me and Matt hung out in the bar area, so that was fine. And everybody else. Steve Ashton was there. Who else was there that day? There's a bunch of people. What did they do? Like 6 breweries, right? 5 or 6.
They're doing more this year.
Are they?
Yeah, it's quite a handful. I saw Alternate Ending. I saw I'm gonna try. Maybe Wild Fern was on there. Not Wild Fern. Sorry, that's wrong. Wild Air. Wild Air's on there.
I can't imagine Wild Fern making the trip over
Fern,
down
yeah.
there.
Well, it'd be cool if they did.
It would be very
Yeah,
cool.
that would be
Love
cool.
their stuff. Love
That
their
would be
beer.
awesome. I love them both. They're really good
Yeah,
people. I think that's a little. Maybe it's far away. They want to keep it local because it seems to be all local breweries.
Well, maybe they can get Adam and Oddbird and they can carpool and just come
There you
together. Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want to drive with Adam though. He seems a little easily distracted.
No, he's fine. He's fine. He'd be fine.
Oh, I adore Adam, but I don't know if I want to drive with him.
No, he'd be fine. He's a good guy. All right. So that leads me to this.
We can tell that the sun has set because Danny is no longer.
Oh, let me go
dramatically-
turn. Let me go.
He's no
turn
longer
light.
dramatic. No. It was just a dramatic lighting.
No, it's fine. It's actually
It's fine. It's just you were so
I
dramatic.
literally was just telling myself I need to go turn the lights on. Let me go turn the lights on.
The best part of it is every now and then he'd like look over to the side out the window and the light would be on his face and you expected him to go into something like very thoughtful and deep. It didn't happen, but it just looked like it might.
There you go.
I should mess with them, turning the lights on and off.
All right.
Oh, you can do the controls in from there.
Yeah, I got it on my phone because we
Every
we did
time
everything.
Every time he turns a light on, turn it off.
Turn it off.
So when we built the place, we did everything because I'm a carpenter by trade. Danny's a union worker as well. We're in the same film union, and so we just took everything up on ourselves. We did the vertical pieces of wood on the wall, all that accent wood for like a 3/4 wall look, and he added LED lights into them, just in one spot. So I'll turn those on.
Very nice.
Very nice. Yeah, Dave, you got to get there. The place looks literally, other than the layout being the same as Bradley, it looks completely different.
Oh, we'll definitely be there.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't really change much. The building is very straightforward. This is a oh, that got really bright. This is what it is. You can't just add walls because it's too small the location to add walls.
Right.
But we tried changing as much as we could.
Is that when you said the cookie wall in the back?
That's
Yeah,
the
you
cookie
can see
wall
it
in the
now.
back.
That's the cookie.
Yeah, that wall is not to be underestimated. There are 3-foot wide black walnut cookies on that wall. They're big.
Nice.
Yeah, so I swear I only seen these after we opened. People tend to cut like an 8-inch piece of like a sapling or a cherry wood tree, and I just envisioned a bunch of trees coming out of the wall, and that's why we started chopping the biggest trees we could find.
That's the day right there.
Very cool. I like
And
it a lot.
those lights are what's on back there. That's the
Yeah.
right there. So.
Well, the thing is, they're glaring so much because I think Danny's camera lens may be dirty or
He
something.
needs to clean it. He
Yeah,
should
he
know
needs to
better.
clean
He's a film major.
Wipe that off.
He's a film major.
He should know better. Clean his damn light. Get a microfiber, Danny. Your camera's disgusting. Using his thumb.
Yeah, right with his
He's
thumb.
got a microfiber thumb. That's what he's got.
It actually looks 10 times better, though. That was amazing.
You're
does.
welcome.
He's got a magic thumb.
That's
There
right.
you go. Huh. Oh my God! Did you see that? He went up and it glistened on the top of it from the light.
He's got a film major. That's what it is.
Sorry.
It's actually a microfiber.
That was great. Matt commented and he said, "I think there was like 10 the year we did it." I think you're right. I think it was like 10. You're right. I was for some reason I think it was 6. I think it was more. I think it was like 10 or upwards of a dozen. And Brian Boak said, "It's just 150 liter all-in-one Brew Tools electric brew house and matching 80 liter glycol jacketed heated fermenter." So there you go. That's his macro nano.
Yeah.
Right there. In his garage. So there you go. Awesome. All right.
It was basically a 1-barrel system. It's just shy of 1 barrel.
No, 150 liter. Yeah,
It comes to 0.91 barrels.
0.91 barrels. Yeah.
I just Googled it.
For a second, I was like 150 gallons. No, he said 150 liter.
Liters, yes.
Yeah.
150 gallons is a little different.
150 gallons is like 5 barrels.
Yeah.
So,
Bit different.
big difference. All right. So you're speaking about your 1 barrel system that you had that you bought. You're using that as your pilot system. Do you have all of the fermenters, the 4 fermenters that you have too? You have them there?
Yeah, they kind of float around because if you've been here, we don't have space
Oh, yeah.
or anything.
Right.
So they're on
You can
wheels.
move them around. You can move them out. You can put them out in the shed.
Let's say if they're
Back.
floating, you might be overcarbonating.
We obviously we try not to, right? We try not to move them too much when there's beer in them, but yes, if we need them out of the way, we can roll them outside in the closet. In our limited space, we can move them around.
You can move them around. So that's always a good thing. Now, for those anybody that's watching that wants to know that doesn't know, how big's the primary system? What's the brew house size that you're using for?
We have a 7-barrel system.
Okay.
We have 10-barrel fermenters and 5-barrel fermenters.
Okay.
So we alternate between we can do double batch brew days and fill the whole 10
Mm-hmm.
for darker beers, for instance, or things that we might want to look into bigger packaging.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly it's a 7-barrel system.
Yeah,
all
or if you want to do a Russian Imperial Stout and barrel some of it and keg some of the rest of it, then you do 10 barrels of it. There you go.
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah, we'll be brewing 2 times that day.
To double batch that day.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. That's awesome. And you got a fooder too.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's our little baby.
Really?
I think
Nice.
for the past 5-6 years, I think we've dreamt about having a fooder.
Yeah.
We've always contemplating on even buying a small version of it when we were home brewers. That's how
Just get like a 1
how
barrel.
much we wanted it. And then I think we were here for.
They make a 1 barrel fooder.
Yeah. You can get one.
They're
100%.
smaller. They do 5-gallon fooders now. They just
Really?
Yeah.
whatever the money is, they're gonna go for it, and they
Yeah.
make them. The best part is they post those on their Instagram.
Oh my
So
God.
Yeah.
they
They're
want
sweet.
people to
They're
know.
like little baby things.
I think they're $800, but hey, that's awesome. That's a forever fermenter if you keep it right. You
Sure.
Our motives for foodering have definitely changed over the years. We always say, oh, we're gonna have fooders. we're gonna sour the shit out of that thing. We're gonna make our saison the right way. No, we're making lagers in it now, and that's all we
Making
do.
work. Yeah.
Our next one will be saison, but we've come to terms with the realization of be careful and do your sour projects in another location, which we do. We do it in an outside shed where sour beer won't ever be in the brewery.
Yeah, you don't want to infect anything, so keep it separate again. Yeah.
No, we care too much. We don't want that happening.
And you're not doing kettle sour, so it's not like you're.
No, unless you get so many asks from the locals where they want a nice, fruited Goza style. Maybe we'll do a kettle sour, but that's not really our MO. We used to do it when it was, getting hot, but
Sure.
We'll see.
Right. But my point is that you're doing more traditional, so you want to keep that.
Oh, yes.
You want to keep that.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Especially with the amount of lagering we do. Yeah, everything's light and everything shows in those beers. We can't afford it.
So I got to ask you, whose idea was it to use the foeder for the first time for that particular collab? Was it yours or was it Matt?
Oh, it was ours. We wanted Matt to be part of the foeder project.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
we figured that a darker lager would be better to start with.
The oak and the vanilla and everything in that beer. It's so. I mean, the beer's fantastic on its own merit. I mean, the Jack Dark is fantastic, but that with the way that foeder expressed all of that was just amazing. Yeah. And I definitely have to kick down there and have another one before it kicks. And Dave, you're probably not.
For you, it's up there. For me, it'd be down there, but
for you, it'd be down there. For me, it's up there.
I won't make it there before.
I'm pointing at the brewery right now.
It's up there.
It's about 3 miles that way. So,
yeah. What's the beauty of using that foeder for that style is it's as close to traditional style fermenting as you can get.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, we knew the foeder wasn't going to overwhelm us with oak because that white oak, the way we had it set up, wasn't supposed to be so intrusive. Very, very light.
Yeah, it is.
Do a lot to the beer. It just does enough, and that's what we want.
So good.
We actually got another beer in there right now. Really cool beer. We're doing a Keller beer, traditional style. Just chilling.
I love a good Keller.
We'll get to it. It's coming around. It's cold crashing right now, so you probably get it later.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'll get up there and have the Tamave Pivo before it's done. And then when that one's ready, when the Keller beer's ready, that's when I'll bring up the cheesesteaks.
All right, good.
Yeah, hell yeah. Love
that. Fair trade. I'll give you
cheesesteaks and Kellers.
Actually, that doesn't sound like a bad pairing at all.
There you go.
Not at all. I'll drink 4 of those and eat a whole cheesesteak. And
I think you need 2 cheesesteaks for the proper pairing. 2 cheesesteaks per person with a couple of
And which one of their wings do you think will go with the Keller there?
Probably the strawberry ones.
The strawberry. That's an interesting choice. I like. I don't know. The pineapple might be.
Pineapple would be good too. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Strawberry wing.
Their wing game is very strong at cheesesteaks.
Yes,
that's the name of
the wing game is strong with them.
Exactly.
I think we both just felt the same way. Did not expect you to tell us a strawberry wing.
Yeah, strawberry was kind of mind blowing.
Well,
they really are good.
It's just
you wouldn't think they were, and when we ordered them, I was like, should we order these? All right, let's give them a try. And I took one bite. I'm like, oh, I'm so fucking glad we ordered.
Yeah, I would order 20 of those right now.
We believe you. That was a curveball.
They're amazing. So, it's funny you talking about a Keller. Funny story. I just wanted to tell you guys. And anybody who's listened to the show before, when we had Pallet on the show. Have you guys been up to Maplewood yet? To Pallet?
Where?
Pallet Brewing opened in Maplewood last summer.
No, I have not.
So, Eric.
That's it.
They're very, very good.
Yeah, Eric, the owner, he brewed at Night Shift and he brewed at Aslan. So anyway, he had brewed when they opened. He brewed a Zwickel, and it was fantastic. And when we had him on the podcast, I was telling him his Zwickel was so good, and it reminded me so much of this one Zwickel that I had from Night Shift, and I thought I was just connecting dots because he worked at Night Shift, right? This one Zwickel that I had at Night Shift, Kel, and it was the bar set for American brewed, locally brewed Zwickels, not from Germany, right, but just from brewed in the States. And he laughed, and I said, "Why are you laughing?" He goes, "This beer is Kel. He developed that recipe and brewed it as Kel, and then he just brewed it again at his brewery." So
that's hilarious.
It's pretty funny. So
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah,
that happens a lot, actually.
yeah, of course. Why wouldn't it? Right?
Yeah.
you get a
Yeah.
chance to visit.
Copyright a recipe. I mean,
But
it's gonna be look. It's gonna be different. Look, water alone is gonna make it different, right?
Mhm.
So
Totally. Yeah, we totally agree with you on water.
yeah.
We personally have invested a lot of money into just water here at this brewery.
Sure.
So we totally understand the water concept.
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
a lot of people would think, really, you're spending money on water?
Yeah.
Most people don't realize that 90% of the beer is water.
you could
Totally.
take a dozen breweries around the United States and give them the exact same hops, malt, and yeast, and have them brew it the exact same way, and each beer is going to taste a little different.
Yep. Totally. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's why we kind of invested that concept and that time so early in our brewing process to make sure that our water chemistry is up to par.
Now, do you strip it all the way down and
Oh, yeah.
add back
It's
to it? So
pretty
it's
much-
RO and yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yep. It's pretty much goes all the way down to 0, and we make it whatever we want it to be.
Good.
No,
Awesome.
the only
That's
thing
awesome.
that stands true is your pH, because the pH is going to stay relevant after RO.
Mhm.
So if we can just dial in our pH as best as we can control every single factor. And we've been doing that. We've been using RO water on our light beers, our Saison lager, all that since 2020. Yeah, we've had our system for a long time.
Since you were brewing in the barn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
since
we invested into water so early in the game.
Yeah.
Smart.
Just
So smart.
people don't even do stuff like that, and
No.
we just knew that we want to making beer that even tastes relevantly good compared to people that have massive systems. We knew that we needed to have good water, so
Right.
we followed that through in this location as well.
There's too many breweries out there that don't understand that concept and just brew with whatever water they can get their hands on, because in their minds we're boiling it. So
we got the report back, and it was pretty. It was laughable. I was like, "How do you even make beer with this?
Beer.
It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
dangerous."
Yeah, I'm gonna maybe at the end of this, after we're off the air, I'm gonna give you a list of breweries you need to go talk to.
I'm sure they know a few of them. And Matt's probably filled them in on a couple of those.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
We don't want to start having any enemies, but we have a clean slate.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Well, kudos to Dave because he said after the show's over.
Yeah, because usually I'll just blurt it right after the show because my slate's not clean.
We were at my parents' house. We have well water, and the source was amazing. The TDS was a little high, but that makes sense.
Your parents from Jackson as well?
Yes. Well, they're from Brooklyn. They've
Oh,
been in Jackson for as long as I've been alive.
Because I had well water in Jackson and I miss that.
Yeah, I also have well water too. Yeah,
How good is that water?
it's
it
the
can-
best.
It can be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have like the nice spigot out by the barn right where the horses are, and it's it's an open valve, and it's frozen on us while we brewed in the middle of winter. Daniel, I don't give a shit what time of the year it was. We didn't have a heater or an AC out there though, so we found ourselves with a frozen well every so often. I digress. That's what we use for all of our dark beer. So our barley wines, we fear that they will change if we don't go back to the house, collect the water, and bring it back to the brewery.
Yeah, so we'll collect that water, bring it back, and actually make beer with the same water that we use.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
It is special water, and growing up on it, there's a couple things I grew up on that I absolutely miss. That is definitely one of them, and also getting milk delivered to the house.
Oh my God.
There was a dairy we had dairy delivered milk. You peeled the cap off, you spooned out the cream first.
Yeah, nice.
We fought over that, and then oh god, that milk was so good.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I know what you're talking about, but we're showing our age here, so.
Yes.
Actually, no. We're showing our age. If you're from Jersey, yes. You're from
Yes.
other parts of the country, they still do it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah,
Not Jackson. Not no more.
not Jackson.
It's just an absolute shame. That I think that dairy was in I think it was from Howell.
Yeah, shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I grew up in Bergen County, and we had it up there. So,
Yeah.
and probably not as long as Dave experienced it down in Jackson. I wasn't like, how old were you the last time you remember having a milk delivery, Dave?
13.
Okay. Last time I remember having milk delivery, I was like 6 or 7.
And we would get our eggs from Puglisi Farms up on Route 9.
That's still the normal. That's still a thing.
They're still there. Yeah,
They're just
still
doing
there.
really big orders now. They're supplying.
Lots of chickens.
You're probably not getting as many double yolks as you used to either. You're probably
The
getting
double yolk.
The double yolk, the dreaded double
One
yolk.
in every
No,
order.
not dreaded. No.
I misspoke. The highly welcomed double yolk.
Yes. Yeah, I got a double yolk on this one.
I win. All right, there you go.
It's just 2 smaller yolks at the same size as the big yolk. But
Yeah,
it was still special.
Dave and I
It was
always joke that we always mention that he was born in Pork Roll and now lives in Taylor Ham, and I was born in Taylor Ham and now live in Pork Roll.
Yeah.
I love that. That is so funny.
Okay.
Because that
And
is the difference here.
Yeah, I am now a Benny.
You're now a Benny.
He's a Benny and I am not. So there
He's
you go.
not. He lives there, and I have to. Oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
Mike's pouring another beer.
See a new beer. What do we got?
Finally, I had poured this a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We saw you walk back with that, and we apologize for not saying, Danny, what
No
are you
worries.
drinking?
Well,
Uh,
I had a little downtime there, turn the lights on, and I figured, why not pour a Mexican lager that we made?
Very nice.
What's the name of this Mexican
It's
lager?
about a 4%er. It's a little light drinker. It's nice. We also have a lime version, Lucre,
That's
which is
called
very cool.
some
So it's got
cerveza.
fresh squeezed lime in it.
Very nice.
It's called what?
Sorry,
Some-
Matt. You can't have any.
Every time that Mike tells us the name, someone steps over him.
That was intentional. I could have my full life.
Some cerveza, just some beer.
Some cerveza.
It was for a Cinco de Mayo because it worked out in our favor, but we had every intention to do a Mexican lager. We actually wanted to do a Mexican dark lager, but we are trying to cool our jets with the dark beers. We have a ton of them.
Why?
Yeah, really.
I can argue it myself, but people find the color to be unattractive until they drink the beer. But
Dark is not a flavor.
exactly,
You know,
but people see it as
Blue is.
that's a stout, that's a Guinness, that's gonna hurt my belly. That's high alcohol. And no, everybody kicked our dark mild in 2 weeks, not even, because they're like, oh wow, this beer is great.
Yeah.
Is what it
is
is.
it for, Mike?
So this beer is you guys know Eskerhart from Highbridge?
Of course.
Yes.
Bobby,
You do.
good guy. This was dropped off. I don't know who dropped it off. I'm assuming it had to be one of the Autodidact guys or one of the Icarus guys because no one else was here on the one day that Danny and I weren't here. And that's who I was told was here. And these cans magically appeared. It's called Conquest, an Imperial IPA. I'm guessing it had to be for Eskerhart's birthday. And it's a Messerum Twin Elephant Autodidact collab. It has Citra Cryo, Citra Dynaboost, Eggers Nelson, Anchovy, Citra and Nelson Sub-Zero Hop.
Anchovies?
And,
That was the one
Anchovy
cog,
hop.
the cog in the gear. I'm surprised that they threw that one in there. So you could smell it though. It's crazy,
yeah.
but it's at 8.5%, pretty high up there.
So
Also,
there was
Wait.
6 hops listed on it or 5?
Oh my! I don't have to
That is
recount.
some cool can art.
That is
That's
cool.
kick ass, right? Yeah, that's some Lord of the Rings shit.
So 1, 2,
5, 6 different hops.
6 hops. Yeah. We it was Bob's beer at Eskerhart,
Yeah,
but it was a collab with Twin Elephant and Autodidact.
yeah. Really, I mean, the color is not doing justice on the camera. It's a little
looks
bit
great,
lighter,
though.
but it is. I can't see through a lick of it. It's not happening. It's completely
Nice.
opaque.
That's really nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I got to get back up by Bob. Bob, we've attempted. Bob's attempted to come on the show about 5 times now.
Yeah.
And every single time he got tied up with digging a pool or anything else he was doing, and he like twice he got stuck at the brewery. Once was a stuck mash, once was something else brewing, and 3 times he got stuck. He called me, dude. I'm so sorry. It was like 5 o'clock too. I'm so sorry. There's no way I'm coming on the show today.
And one time he was rescuing the survivors of a plane crash.
That was another one.
Yeah.
Right?
What?
No.
Because I wouldn't be surprised. New Jersey does weird shit all the time, so I believed you. Never trusted
Same.
you.
Yeah.
I'm prone to just making shit up.
That's okay. He's one of my he's like my long distance closest homebrew friend. You know, we talk and we never hang out. I went to one of his the Esker Hart parties at his house one year, and that is the only time I've ever seen him in person, and it's been years. But he's very nice. He makes amazing beer. And I wish I could support him more. Highbridge is just far as hell from Jackson.
It's a bit of a haul.
It is not close. I went there once, and this is 10 some odd years ago. But I told Bobby we would come up once things slowed down at the brewery. Once we can handle a week without anything going on, that'd be the day we go.
That makes sense.
But he makes amazing beer. There's not a single bad thing I can say about him. He's great.
Yeah, so what was the one we had it at Dave? We had when Matt and I had Mermango at AC Beer Fest. We were right next to Esker Hart, and he had that.
Oh, what was that beer?
It was Den. It was called Den.
Oh yeah, Den is a good beer. That is a very good beer.
Yeah, it was like so 14% with like 8 different nuts in it, and it was fantastic. It was so good. Yeah.
Sorry, I got a special delivery.
Hey, I was gonna say, look at how did you get that can? Where did that come from? Oh my God!
He goes, "You gotta try this. It's so good."
Yeah, I'm pouring mine. You're how's your carton doing there, Samurai?
I've got this much left. I know
We understand. We understand those. You've chose pretty big battles tonight.
Oh, these are not battles. No. These are love affairs. This is just loveliness. And it's weird because when I first smelled it, I mentioned that it smelled a little weird. My first taste was okay. I'm not sure I can wrap my head around this, but now that I've settled into it, the marriage of the port with the barley wine, the barley wine's still there. I'm still getting like some of that leather, that age that a barley wine's supposed to throw. Maris and the Maris Otter is definitely working with the port. Those two are like thick.
They're marrying together nicely, is what you're saying?
Well, they're thick as thieves right now, and I really think the port is really bringing out that Maris flavor. You know, that kind of cherry Twizzler that Maris can throw, but not in a very distracting way. That it's still a barley wine,
right?
And you know me, I love it. You age anything in a port port barrel, I'm happy with it. You could put monkey brains in a port barrel. I think I'd be happy.
I think you would eat them with a spoon at that point.
Yeah, with gusto. But no, I'm really enjoying what's going on here. It's one of those beers that you start off thinking, what were they thinking? And then by the end of it, you're like, it doesn't matter what they were thinking because I'm not as smart as they are. And Augie would tell you himself, I'm not as smart as him.
He'd be the first to let you know that.
Yes.
My third beer I opened and just named Dunkelweizen.
Love a good Dunkel.
Dunkelweizen.
We isn't.
Yeah, from 4 Points Brewing in Pittsburgh. There you go. So
more Pittsburgh beer on the show.
Well, Brian had the first Pittsburgh beer. So.
Yes, he did.
And so I finally got my dark beer.
There you go. I didn't get the 4 Points while I was there.
You didn't? Yeah, 4 Points makes good beer. Small little place, about 3.5 blocks away from Hinesfield, north of it.
Then how did I not get there?
I don't know.
I think I was too pissed at how much the Pirates had beat up on the Mets.
Yeah.
But this way, guys, our pitching was so damn bad that due to the number of home runs that Pittsburgh hit against us, the stadium ran out of fireworks.
Oh my goodness!
I'm not even making it up.
And on night games, PNC Park does fireworks after every game.
Right, and they couldn't even do it.
They couldn't do the fireworks display after the game because Pittsburgh hit so many home runs.
That's hilarious. Sorry.
Yeah, it was that bad.
No, you don't have to be sorry. You know, we're not Mets fans.
We're used to
take umbrage to Yankees fans saying they're sorry about the Mets.
Yeah.
You know.
The good thing is, I had a lot of. Oh, what was the IPA I was drinking?
You mean you weren't drinking an Iron City?
I was not drinking an icy light. No, I had an
Not a light,
icy.
just a regular Iron City.
I had an icy light with my what's the sandwich? The sandwich place.
Permonte.
I go to Permonte Brothers. Yes.
There you
A whole lot of awfulness in one night.
Guys, if you haven't been Pittsburgh, there's a lot of good liquid out in Pittsburgh. There really is, and I'm not talking about Iron
There
City.
actually is.
I've been out to Pittsburgh once.
Yeah.
I actually I went last year. I didn't even think about beer when I was there. I went for a paintball tournament, but I might go this year. So
Yeah, there's a lot. Danny, I'll let you know. You got to go. I'll let you know the briefs. I mean, Grist
All
House
right,
and
sweet.
Dancing Gnome have to be on the top of the list, but
Dancing
I'll
Gnome
let
should
you-
be on your list.
all right, yeah, I got some buddies.
Old
out there
Thunder,
that-
4
I
points.
got buddies that love
Trace.
beer, so this would be a good
11th
experience.
hour.
All right, yeah, definitely let me know.
Yeah, there's a number of them. I'll give you a whole list. You got to hit them up. You won't be able to get to all of them. I'll give you a whole
Coven.
list. Coven.
It's okay.
Coven. We had him on the show, right? Coven.
Yep, we had him on the show. Coven. We were there. It was 4th of July weekend. It was hot as hell. We pull up and there's this guy in a mesh shirt grilling hot dogs out
Not
the
a
back.
mesh shirt, a
mesh
shirt.
shirt.
Mesh.
No, it's like
Yeah.
And
see-through.
he's big and he's hairy and he's
He's grilling hot dogs.
It added flavor to the hot dogs.
Yeah.
Right.
and
It added a nice Pittsburgh flavor to the hot dog.
we
Yeah,
go
that's
inside. We found out it's the owner of the damn brewery,
Yeah.
and the reason he's
Grilling the
grilling
hot dogs.
Yeah, and the reason he's grilling the hot dogs is that the food truck that was supposed to show up canceled, and he's like, "I'm not letting my people go hungry."
I
Oh,
love
he's a good
that.
guy.
So
Yeah,
he's
good
got
guy.
so there's free hot dogs.
He went out and he bought dogs and buns and everything else and cooked them.
He's
up.
grilling them out the back there, and these were damn good hot dogs too.
Hell
It's
yeah, I
like,
love that.
and it's like after all that, I'm like, I need you on our podcast. You need to be on a podcast. You're just that kind of guy that we love. Come to the
Yeah.
podcast. He came on the podcast. They make very, very good beer too.
I love that.
Fantastic. All right. So what now? When you opened, what did you open with?
April
Beer-wise.
4th.
Yeah, you opened April 4th.
Yep. April
What beer?
4th, we
What
opened.
beers did you open with?
What beers?
Oh,
Oof. Jeez, we had a lot. We had a lot more
Yeah.
beers.
You did. You can hold
Yeah.
on because I took a picture of the menu.
I had them in my brain. You want me to list them off? I'll never forget them. Stress Brewing every single one.
All right, so here I'll say the name. You say what it is, right? You had Duke of Nowhere, which was deliciously fantastic. And Dave, listen to what Duke of Nowhere is, and you'll understand why I thought it was fantastic.
Well, he's asking you guys. I don't know.
Oh, okay. It's just the English Dark Mild. It was. I mean,
It's because it's one of John's favorites. It's in his top 5.
It's
not top
it's
three.
such a minimalistic beer. It was.
I think I had 3 of them.
I started every day with an English Dark Mild until it was gone. I abused it. I should have stopped drinking it because we only had so much of it. But I didn't care. I was selfish. I don't know if we'll ever make. Well, we're gonna make the beer again, but to live in that moment, that's what that beer was. Everything was great.
Dave, the next beer they had was "Wait for all of this to blow over."
Yeah, brown ale.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well,
Real nice.
you're hitting all of John's.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I sat right down. I was like, all right.
Yeah. So it was really funny because Michael, before he was brewing, he explained that he brewed with Bojangles, right? And him and Bojangles brewed a brown ale together, which they both explained that tasted like socks, right? That's funny.
From the old man's foot.
No, wait, I gotta ask. Did a brown ale taste like socks, or did the brown ale you brewed taste
The brown
like
ale we brewed. Oh, we had
Yeah,
like
yeah.
80% headspace. We didn't know what the hell we were doing. We
Yeah, this was way
we
back
put
in the
all
day.
that-
And then
the old bulbous fermenters.
Right.
You know, the big ones for wine.
Right.
We filled up this much of it. We didn't know what we were doing. It was bad.
so he said it tastes like socks, and I laughed because one of the first beers that I made was also a brown ale, but it didn't taste bad, but it wasn't like amazing. So when we got here, we were like, "What beers are we gonna make on our first tap list?" And I was like, "He said brown ale." I was like 100%.
Yeah.
So he brought in Bojangles, and we made that beer, and it's probably one of the best brown ales I've
Didn't
ever
taste
had.
like socks,
honestly.
huh?
No, definitely not.
It's delicious.
I
Tastes
wouldn't
nothing
give it to
like
anybody.
We really,
Funny-
honestly, we do not toot our own horns. We are our best critics because everything we put out has to be to the standards of everything we've ever had. Because at the end of the day, we're consumers as brewers. You know, we started this because we had passion for brewing. We didn't start off with we did start off with shit beer, but we didn't start off thinking that way. We only started brewing this way because we were going to these bars that were selling, top notch, like in our opinion, 5-star beer, and we were looking at them as idols. I didn't have sports stars to look up to as a kid. I didn't care for sports. I had to like skateboarding and stuff like that. But these people I looked up to, So we really care about what we're putting out. If we don't like a beer, if it's not what we think is good enough, it's going down the drain. We don't care enough. We're not going to sell it just to make money. We want to make sure people are having beer. So this brown ale, and I think
I've got another list of breweries that you need to talk to afterwards.
Another list.
No.
It's the same list.
I understand.
No, there's add-ons.
I understand we're fresh in the industry, and I'm sure a lot of people have said that, but it's not going to change the standard because we really do care about what we're doing. And that brown ale is phenomenal. Really cool.
My second beer that I ever brewed was a brown ale. It was a cherry brown. It was awful. But I had bottled it all, and I just put it in boxes and forgot about it. And about 8 years later, I found it. I'm like, holy shit, I forgot about this. I opened it up, and I could smell right away it had infected.
So we was drinking sour browns. It was nice.
It infected it. No, it infected in a good way.
Oh, really?
It did. It came off more like it came off like an Uda Brewing.
I can imagine your old brown ale has to be now.
Well, it was like the cherry gave it that Uda Brewing flavor because the cherry had so rusted.
So you brewed it with cherries.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Say that again.
Did you remember when you put in the cherries? Like, when did it come into play in the beer?
The cherry came in the boil, actually, late in the boil. I put it late in the boil.
So you could have pulled some weird shit out of that.
Yeah.
It wasn't too hot. Something could have happened there. That's kind of cool.
Something could have happened, but I don't know what it was because the first bottle I opened, was after, it was done. I was like, okay, that's not very good. I don't like that.
Yeah.
But I didn't pour it all. I just put it away, and it wound up. I was cleaning out the basement because the basement had flooded. Picked up a box. The box opened up, and all these bottles poured out. I'm like, holy shit! I forgot about this.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
What's this? Yeah.
And it's like, let me toss one in the fridge and see what happened with this.
You know what's funny? We're talking about this. The first beer I ever brewed was an oatmeal brown, and the best thing I could say about that beer is I was able to drink one
and not go blind.
Right.
And not go blind.
Right.
I didn't drink mine. That's for sure.
But Gene Lynch, I'm pretty sure the first beer he ever brewed was a brown ale. So,
yeah, I
remember having one of them, and I could pretty much say the same thing about that one.
You could drink it.
I drank it.
Actually, my first beer I ever brewed was a chocolate stout.
Interesting.
And it was, other than I didn't get it fermented enough to develop a decent enough head, it was highly drinkable. It was actually pretty tasty. So that's why I got a little bold with my second one and fucked it all up.
There you go.
Yeah, I got root beer in mine. It was spicy. Like, it was very something wasn't right. I took a sip, spit it right back out in the sink, and it poured like high carbonated soda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, continue.
On that note, I was there for the brew day, but I was not involved in it in a brewery that I worked for years ago. I won't mention them on the show. I'll tell you guys later, but I won't mention them on the show. And it was a porter. It was an annual beer that they brewed. It was a porter, and it got infected literally the next day. It was in the fermenter, and it was infected. However, the brewer at the time screwed around with it a little bit, played around with it, and actually released a sour porter, and it was one of the best-selling beers that brewery had that year.
Nice.
It was infected in a good way, as Dave said, like whatever you want to say that
Yeah, sure.
And it was actually, wow, this really tastes good, and everyone loved it, and there you go. It was the end of it. But unfortunately, the actual
you can't replicate those kind of things.
You can't, right?
No.
So it was a one-off, and that was done, right? But the regular porter, was brewed, but it just came out like a little later that year. That was it.
Yeah, because that infected brown that I had.
Mhm.
Some people were brave enough to drink this 8-year-old beer. Some people didn't want to risk going blind. One guy said, I will. How many do you have left? I'll pay you for something. He liked it so much. I said, not for nothing. I can't ever do this again because I don't know what I did to fuck it up this badly or goodly. And that
So you gave him one and kept the rest for yourself.
I gave him about 5 of them.
There you go.
I think I still have a bottle
Well, if
that'll
you do,
never be opened.
I was going to say, no, you're going to have to open it at some point.
It's 14 years old at this
Doesn't
point.
matter.
Doesn't matter. Try it out.
I think it's in there. I'm not sure.
Tonight's the night.
It's not in a box in the store.
He goes tonight.
It's in a box of storage. No, if it's here, it's there.
It's there. Right?
If I still have it, I'm not sure if I opened it.
All right, a couple things. Matt just said a brewery is only as good as the worst beer they release.
Yeah,
Release
That was like
is
some of
key.
the biggest advice he ever gave me before we even opened it.
Yeah.
But release is the
100%.
key word there.
Release.
Yeah.
Not brew.
Sure.
Release. Right.
Release.
And he said
You have the choice to give bad beer out.
Right, exactly. He says you can make 99 bangers in 100 beers, and the clunker will be the most talked about. Unfortunately,
Totally.
He's not wrong, and
No.
we've talked about that for years. He and I, 100% right. And then back to food, we're talking about Dave and the hot dogs in Pittsburgh. He said, I don't think the ABC would even let a brewery here give out hot dogs.
They would not.
They would not. They would
That's
not.
why.
And here
Hell
we
no.
see one example of a slight kibosh.
Sausage finger.
Right.
Yeah.
Say food.
No,
Are you grilling?
Wait a second. The L is nowhere near the fucking end. How do you do that?
it's nowhere near the end. No, they're close. The L and the N are close.
You got the K and the M between them. How the hell did he pull that off?
He can do it.
That's a good one.
There you go. So, but in any event, cool. So, keep going down the list. So we only got through 2 of them. So we had a dark model. I'll just read them off. So you had Modest Mistakes, which was fantastic. That hybrid saison you did. Is that still on or is that gone?
It's gonna be gone
It's
any day.
Okay. Well, maybe
Yeah, I
I'll
think
give
we're on
you
our
one of
last-
them
I
and
think
one
we're
of
on
the
our last keg of that. To be honest with you.
Dave, that was fantastic. That one. I'm sorry you didn't get down there, Dave. I really, really am.
Yeah, I
know.
mean, we're definitely going to make that beer again. I mean, it was definitely a popular beer compared to what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it moves fast.
We made that beer years ago as like a gift to my mom for helping us out with some stuff. She said, I like Blue Moon. Can you make me a Blue Moon? And we were like, we don't make beer with all that sugar in it, but we'll try to make you something cool. So like we had made a recipe for a Belgian wit, and we had made a recipe for a Belgian saison the same week.
Mhm.
And we ordered all the ingredients together. We get all the yeast together, propagation. We make our own yeast strains, and Mike mixed by accident 2 different yeasts together, and in the morning he pretty much went ghost faced on me and was like, I made a huge mistake. And I was like, I don't know, man. Why don't we just
I was
keep
so
going?
tired.
Fuck it.
I'm so tired.
And we kind of just brewed the beer. We had all the ingredients. What were we gonna do? Stop? Nothing. So we brewed
Let the
the
bugs
beer.
work. Let the bugs
Yeah.
work.
Exactly. We brewed the beer, we fermented it, and we looked at each other after it was done and was like, holy shit, this is delicious.
It's just,
And I think
what's that?
I think it was just one of the coolest beers we made in a long time, and we laughed about it for a while, and we kind of like released it to the people that were drinking our beer and got some great feedback. And when we got this place, we were like, what beers are we going to make? And I was like, I think we both agreed that
That's
the
one that had to be made.
Modest Mistakes was needed to be made.
That's
100%. It had to happen. Think of the Belgian wet style, and then ferment it past where it's suggested, and that's what happens. It's more towards the saison, but it's a Belgian wit body.
Okay.
The whole
It's interesting.
style was brewed for a Belgian wit, but we just pushed it past where it's supposed to stop. That's all.
Which is
Yeah.
in science, there's a saying that says, "Eureka is not the best word in science. The best phrase in science is, huh, that's funny."
Yeah, that's true.
And it's absolutely true for brewing
Yeah,
and
we
because
looked
brewing's
at
a
each other
science.
like, holy smokes, this actually worked.
It worked out so well.
Zimmergy is the science you're looking for.
Yes, that's the science, the Zimmergy of it,
There you go.
or the Zimmergy squared in this case.
There you go. Fluffy Clouds.
Yeah.
That was a one. That was a one time. We've never done it before. It's just a straightforward Citra IPA. It is our number 2 seller. Well, it battles with Modest Mistakes. Modest Mistakes and Fluffy. That's what the locals want. We have to make it then. We have fine tuning to do to it. We're not sticking with the original plan because again, we're not IPA brewers, but we're learning. We're trying. And yeah, Fluffy was a simple beer.
Gotcha. Very nice.
John Matt Travasi Fingers just gave his take on that Modest Mistakes.
He said Belgian wit with the lemony and peppery like Saison DuPont finish. Yeah, he's not wrong. It was delicious. I'm glad there's a little left because I'll get down there this week. I'll have another Dobru knock and Modest Mistake.
Good. It's got that bubble gum that the Belgian Saison likes to give, and then it's like you said, it's got the lemon and peppery like back end with coriander and orange peel that you're going to get from that Belgian wit. It's cool
without that slight diacetyl that DuPont throws.
Yeah, no diacetyl. There's no diacetyl in that one. But yeah,
they intentionally put that in there.
Well, no, it has to happen. It has to happen for a DuPont. It's part of the beer. Yeah, I'm not saying in a bad way.
That would be cool, but I don't want to rip them off. We want to be ourselves.
Of course.
We'll have to do like diacetyl on purpose. But
there's a brewery not I won't say what, but there's a brewery not in the area. We'll say it that way. That a while back made a sour. It was a mango. It was I don't think it was a saison. Might have been a saison. But it was farmhouse ale nonetheless, so it was saison, I guess. But it was. I can't say it was a diacetyl bomb, but there was very present diacetyl in it. But for that beer, it was wow.
There are certain things that it works in. Certain flavors that diacetyl needs to be in there to balance it out a little bit.
And then, Mike, while Danny's away, I'll tell you really quick. I've said this several times on the show before. Years ago at a bar I ran in North Jersey, there was one particular brewery. I won't say what. I'll tell you later.
We're doing a lot of that on this show today.
We'll fill you all in later. But I was doing a New Jersey beer fest, right, at the bar. And there was only like 13 breweries in the state at the time when I was doing it, right? So one of the breweries, I had a bunch of, I didn't say who it was. I didn't say anything. So I had taps, and I'm like, I had to get a couple of bottles from breweries. So I figured one brewery had an ESB. I'm like, I'll get a case of ESB. So I put it in.
I nailed it.
Two guys came in. They're sitting down. They're looking at. We opened at noon that day. They look. Oh, an ESB. Oh, I love a good ESB. Says, yeah, we'll both have one. Boom. So boom, pour them. There you go. They taste them. Wow, this is delicious. It tastes just like butterscotch. So I pull one out of the fridge. I open it up. It's a diacetyl bomb. I dumped the rest of it. Dude, they drank 18 of the 24 beers.
I hope you drew.
So the one that I tasted, I threw about. I took the other 5 bottles, threw them away. I called it a day. That was it. Like, all right, cool. There you go.
Butterscotch.
Beer ever tastes just
like ESB.
They loved it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm assuming Danny went to the bathroom. So
yeah, and I'm next. That's for sure.
And you're next. When Danny gets back, you can go. There you go. You're sprung. There you go. See, this is good having 2 guests.
I like this
game, right?
I love that John's giving out, hall passes for the bathroom.
There you go. Wasp.
When Danny gets back, Mike can go.
Talk about Wasp's Nest.
Yeah, sure. Wasp Nest was our Kvik Push double IPA. We used that fast fermenting Kvik yeast that is so well known. It pushes a lot of pineapple, and then we did all Eggers Nelson, and Nelson is my favorite hop. So I want to see what would happen with a yeast that pushes those tropical notes with a hop like Nelson.
And that was a collab with oak flower too.
What's that?
It was a collab with oak flower.
Yes, of course.
We love those guys.
We can't
did
forget.
Chris come down or did?
Well, yeah. The collab was with Colin.
Colin came down. Yeah,
he's a great guy. He's one of my good friends. I mean, I've known. I think I'm a little closer with Colin than Bobby. And yeah, he's just a good person. He's always been so nice to us. We went there to do a beer with him, I would almost say a year ago from now, which will come out when it comes out. It's gonna be a really cool beer. It's very much us. It's gonna be a fun one. That's why it's not out yet. But yeah, the double IPA is for 8.5%. It's scary. Customers do say, "Hey, that beer is a little scary for the alcohol." So now I'm seeing a lot of these doubles. It's 8.5, and it just hides behind the that sugary hoppy body.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you've had Trojan Seahorse, right?
I don't think so.
Or Trojan Seahorse or Coastal.
Oh yes, of course. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
You didn't say your beer
because
when I had your beers, it was 1 or 2 times, and it's been about a year and a half. They do a little so
exactly. But that's the same thing. It's like it hides it. So I mean, it's hence the name, right? It's just you're drinking 8.5 and it tastes like 5.5, right?
Yeah. That's a great point to make that. So we were talking about craft beer and how there's one iconic beer, Dogfish, that we all know, but now the newer generation of drinkers are like, what's new? And there's so many beers out now that I have to say, what beer was that? Because I don't know what came out.
Of course, yeah, it's just so many. To the Quebec East, how long did it take to from brewing to cold crashing? How long?
It was a week. Yeah.
1 week.
Yeah. 1 week.
I talked to. I won't say there's a brewery in the Midwest. I won't say which. I know the guy. I know the owner.
Here we go.
I talked to him. I just don't want. I don't want to. It could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. I don't want to dime anybody out. I'll just leave it alone. But he uses Quebec East from a lot of his hazies that he does, and he told me, he literally says, "John, I brew a beer on Monday, and I release the cans on Saturday."
Holy shit!
Release the cans, like it's packaged and selling it on Saturday.
Yeah, you do what works for you, but it's got to be hot. There's got to be some stuff going on. He has to have.
It's got to be super hot. It's got to be.
Yeah.
That's really fast, and I'm sure some breweries with non-Quebec East are able to do it that fast, but we don't know about that.
Yeah.
We're so young.
There's going to be so many off flavors if you're not using Quebec East. Even if you're using Quebec East, it's
that's scary. That gives me
that doesn't make sense to me right now.
I would not want to do that. I would not want to try it because I don't want to be that guy that all of a sudden the can 3 weeks later they're tasting it. What the hell am I drinking? I don't want to.
Or rocket ships across your refrigerator when your kid's trying to get some or
that. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Danny came back with a different beer.
Yeah, what do you got?
I know. I was just gonna say I feel bad. I want to hit my boy Matt up with this. This is Dubrog Knock. It's probably my favorite beer we have on tap. I had to pour myself a glass while I went on that little break real quick because he's chimed in so much, and
yes,
I love that guy terribly. But this beer is honestly just one of the best beers we have.
We love him terribly too. So
in many terrible ways. Yes.
So this is for Matt.
Cheers, Matt.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks, man.
Cheers, Kabasi fingers.
Cheers,
we love you.
Yeah.
Matt's also an occasional fill-in guest on the show.
I mean, when I'm indisposed,
fill-in host on the show when Dave's indisposed.
Yeah, on my little break, I ran over there and tapped this up real quick, and I was like, I gotta pour a couple glasses real quick and make this nice because this is seriously one of the best beers we've had in a long time here on this tap, and honestly, brewing with him is amazing. So I just want to give him props and thank you so much, Matt.
Absolutely. No, that beer's fantastic. Like I was just while you were pouring that while you were away, I was just telling Mike, I got to step up for before that kicks. I got to have another one of those and another one of the Modest Mistakes before they.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely need to brew this beer again. Hopefully, Matt's available to do something like that with us in the future. But
if it's
the Modest Mistakes,
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he'll be able to work it out. Just saying.
I agree. That's funny.
I'll bring the cheesesteaks that day too.
Yeah, please. I'm all about cheesesteaks.
There you go.
I need something else different
Oh
besides
my
the
God,
food over
Danny,
here.
it's so good. I'll bring him by. You got it. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, too.
But John, you got to get up here to the cheesesteak place. Was it Belleville? Oh,
wait,
cheese.
hold on. In Belleville, it didn't burn, right? Last week?
No.
Half the town burned last week.
No, I'll let you know what that cheesesteak place is when I can remember it. When I haven't had two large format, 13,
Two large formats.
13%.
Yeah, two large
That was a big fire in Belleville last week, sir.
It took out quite a bit of a industrial complex.
It took out like one whole city block, pretty much, and a couple houses in other areas because it kind of just like flew. And it was bad.
Yep.
So, whatchamacallit, Matt just said, cheers, I'm at the gym. We'll probably have a protein shake instead of beer, unfortunately. And he said, I'm down to brew with you boys anytime. I'm pretty sure I knew that was the case, but there you go.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be remiss. Cheers, Matt. I do want to be remiss. Brian Boak said he did not keg over the weekend. He only cleaned his kegs. He did post that he was cleaning his kegs. My bad. I thought he kegged after it. He only posted he cleaned his kegs.
I thought he said he was going to, but
he's kegging now while on the show.
Love that.
His dark magic, his English mile. There you
go. It's actually in Bloomfield. Sorry, not Belleville. Another B town up here. Christos.
Christos. Yeah, I haven't been, but yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I gotta get there. All right, really quick. I'll just run down
any
the rest
cheesesteak place that isn't using what you call it, super cheddar. You're doing it wrong.
You're just doing it wrong, right? Dave, this is another beer that I thought was fantastic, and the boys will tell you why. Looking for pancake.
Yeah,
there's maple in it.
There's a lot of maple.
And John loves maple.
He was about to say John's a maple whore. That's what he wanted to say.
We've done this 4 or 5 times now. It started with my buddy Austin from Carton, ex-Carton.
Who lives in Austin now.
Who now lives in Austin.
Austin, who resides in Austin.
He's just being extra, you know. He had to go somewhere where they named him after him. So I digress. We thought of this stout a long time ago, and this is when it was me, Danny, and Austin brewing all together. Like it would just be like 1 week I was brewing with Austin, the next week I was brewing with Danny. We were all as a unit. We're a little trio. It was fun, and it was a cool stout. It's just a ton of the northern area of maple syrup, and it's just Vermont maple syrup, 5 gallons of it, unprocessed. The vanilla beans that Danny peels and puts in vodka. This time it was with apple brandy and an apple barrel because he had to be over the top with that one. And then we got really cool.
No problem with that.
No, it was over the top in the best way possible. And then the cinnamon sticks we boiled in hot water. So as you can tell, we do all of our adjuncts in a very particular way. We don't use extracts unless we make the extracts ourselves. So it's loaded up, and it's like 60% attenuated stout. So it's a little sweeter, and with all those beautiful adjuncts in it, you have our version of a pastry stout. We don't call it that; we call it an American stout. It's a little sweeter.
It's so good. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's John's. Maple's is John's favorite adjunct.
It is.
Can't go wrong. Vanilla always drops off. It gets bubblegummy, you know.
Well, no, you can go wrong. There's so many people that overboil the maple, put it in the wrong time.
Oh,
and then
we don't put it in boil.
Yeah.
This is all fermentation.
It's got to go in the fermenter. It can't go in the boil. It's got to go in the boil.
Yeah, some people put it in the boil and they just get it. There's some people that put it in the boil and can put it in the right time where it's not going to release all that ickiness.
But we don't want it for that. We want it for we want it for the flavor, not the sugar. We can just do. There's a million other ways you can get that alcohol, but we don't want to do that.
Yeah, you want to do that.
Yeah, we want that pure maple syrup flavor.
Yeah, you can just pour some Everclear into it. That'll get
there. Yeah.
There you go.
Nightmare Fuel.
College.
Yeah. Nightmare Fuel. Obviously, we talked about Nightmare Fuel already.
Yeah, I started with that tonight. I love that beer terribly.
Something bitter. Pilsner dry hop with Eggers Nelson.
Yeah, unfortunately, that beer already kicked.
And it's already got a name change because we're just trying to brand our lagers in a certain way. So now it's called Some New Zealand, and you'll see it with a different hop every month.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Obviously, New Zealand hops. That'd be stupid if we called it some New Zealand and it was Citra. You know. So,
That would make no sense.
New Zealand grown citrus.
some New Zealand Saz. So.
But you know what? That would be ironically funny. I think.
New Zealand
We
fruit.
like- we're just we're funny like that. We'll do it. It's in a silly goofy mood one day.
Here you go. And then something crisp.
Yeah, same thing. Unfortunately, that's
$60.
gone too.
Yeah, that's way gone. That was the first beer to kick.
Yeah, we were.
Was
It's mild.
We
Yeah.
were shocked to buy that beer. Actually, it was the first time I think we ever attempted that style of beer, and it really went quick.
Yeah, the Hell's Lager was scary for us because it's such a beer you can't hide anything in it.
No.
If you fuck it up, it's gonna show.
It's
And
gonna show.
we're like, you know what? Let's really care about this. Let's do this right. Like we didn't care about. We made the IPAs because we know, those sell. But the lager,
honestly,
Got to keep the lights on.
yeah.
yeah. I mean, honestly, though, like we tried to push as many beers as possible off the get, which
Yeah, of
was
course.
it was a lot of work. We filled 12 fermenters with beer, and watching those 12 fermenters over a few weeks was a difficult process.
These all at once, yeah. We planned it all right though. We brewed our lagers first, and then we did our dark beers, and then our IPAs.
You did it right.
Yep, that's the right order.
Matt just said, speaking of my maple, he said the boil will blow up most of the maple aromatics. So,
And just leave
Yeah,
all those
yeah.
icky tannins. Yeah.
the tannins, right? Exactly.
I don't see the point in it.
Exactly. And then he said you could do a kiwi fruited lager and still call it something New Zealand.
Yeah, but he won't be able to drink it because
But he won't.
Yeah, he's gonna die from the citrus.
yeah. What's this guy trying to
I
kill
think he's
himself?
okay with kiwi.
Unbelievable.
I think he's
Well, we've
okay.
always
with
thought
kiwi.
that Matt had a death wish. There we go.
Yeah, right.
Kiwi's okay, I think. And if it's boiled off, he can have it.
If
He
it's
said-
boiled up, you can have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
That's
how
what's
it
cool
works?
with
Is that how it works?
So my old I think that's how it works because you're boiling off all the toxins. So my boss would do a shellfish kvass. My old boss from Benchtop Brewing, he did shellfish, and people that had it, they were able to have it were allergic to shellfish because it was boiled.
Interesting.
Is
The
there
other thing
any-
is, like, I've known that Matt, if there's citrus at any kind of citrus in any beer, he won't drink it. So maybe
Yeah.
that's not the case here.
We're gonna have to
Well,
do
no.
some tests.
Well, yeah. It's,
But he's saying that kiwi's not actually citrus; it's just a berry,
Does
so
anybody
he's
have
fine.
kiwi's a berry. He's good. There you go.
Yeah, see, he's fine. The kiwi's
Does
okay.
anybody have
Well,
a EpiPen?
There you go. Well, he's not like he just
It would
like he
actually
doesn't
work
he doesn't
for
get anaphylactic, right? He just gets
Yeah.
he gets kind of congested and gets a headache and gets really angry.
I
And
still wanna
whinier,
get-
and he gets
No.
whinier than usual. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we'll just do EpiPens at the bar so I can just whack him with one day, It'd be
There
fun.
you go.
There you go.
Good twist in his night, something you won't expect.
Right, exactly. And then to wrap up what you started with when you opened
Sure.
day one was the Dobro knock. Was the foeder aged foeder lagered Czech dark lager to Mafia Pivo. So which you're drinking right now. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, I just finished it. It's so good.
Mm.
Yeah,
that went down
first
quickly,
beers we
didn't it?
brewed.
Really is. I don't drink it on
Honestly-
purpose. We're running out.
Yeah, we
That
knew
was
we needed
that
to
was
brew
that
it
was the
first.
first one of the three that I had that day.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Snowflakes on that glass. It's beautiful.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right. What's in the tanks right now that's new? What do you got coming up?
We got a lot of tanks full right now. We actually just kegged our Tipo pills, which is something we've wanted to do for a while, and we stuck true to the roots. We use Italian Pilsner, Erratic. We have 3 IPAs, but one in particular, Danny's wanted to dial down so bad for years. I'll let him talk about that one. We did an IPA that's like an experimental IPA, which we're going to have a new experimental IPA every month or so. Once we start getting dialed in on brewing, because right now, for me to say that, who knows if it'll be out next month? We don't know. We have
I've
a
always
pale.
found that curious. Experimental IPA. You would think at this point everything's been done.
Well,
Not necessarily.
everything for the whole country, because I want to call America the breeding ground for IPAs. People come to America for those IPAs. It is what it is. But per brewery, you don't really know. So Danny and I have only done 3, but there's been how many now? Like 500,000 IPAs. It's got to be something around
At least, yeah.
It's gotta be.
At the minimum, there has to be 500,000. But we haven't done them, so they're an experiment to us. So we're just
That's
making
fair.
it exciting for our customers to say, "Hey, you got a new experimental beer to come out. It's only in small format. Come try it." You know, every time we make this beer for that experimental, that's what it's going to be.
Now, when you're making that, you're doing that in your one barrel. You're doing
Yeah,
that.
our pilot system. So when it's gone, it's gone. And if it sells really good, well, maybe we'll bring it
Bigger
back.
batch.
That is the whole point.
Scale
So
her
we
up.
make beer for our fans and our friends.
That's the way to do it. You don't want to brew 10 barrels of something you don't know is gonna work. or
Yeah,
not.
why would we
Yeah.
sell 40,000 kegs of nothing?
Yeah, the beer sucked. Now here's 5 barrels of it. Drink it, please. We're gonna send
Yeah.
it to stores. No, we're not gonna
Right.
do
That's the experiment. It's a social experiment. now.
that.
Exactly.
It is
Yeah, it's
social
a social
experiment.
experiment for
One
sure.
barrel at a time.
I mean, we have learned though around here that the social experiment is more towards dark beers,
Yes,
which
I'm
we
mind blown.
love. You know, I mean, we never expected that the local, Mike, do you agree? Like the local clientele loving dark beers was never the idea.
We have
I
multiple
love every bit about that.
Yeah, same. Like, we love that.
multiple locals every week coming in for Nightmare Fuel specifically.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the beer. That's what you wanted. Not
Yeah.
the-
But are these?
Well,
Is it because they like the?
14% out.
Is it because they like the dark beer, or are they just ABV whores?
No,
That's
no,
okay.
they love the dark beer. Like
Okay.
the mild was gone before the lager was. Shockingly.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about
It
the
was-
ones that are coming in for Nightmare Fuel specifically.
Yeah, Nightmare
No,
Fuels are high
we
in
brewed a
alcohol.
lot of Nightmare
So-
Fuel, so
Yeah.
we got some good amount of Nightmare Fuel sitting here. But the people that like dark beer was through the roof.
We had our guesses or our assumptions for what would sell faster, and our assumptions did not line up well.
This is a never ending story with almost every brewery that we've had on the show. We thought we were going to do this. We thought this is what's going to sell. Then we
Yeah.
released this, and now this is our number one selling beer,
Sure.
Yeah,
and we're as shocked as anybody.
yeah, sure. I mean,
Yes.
I'm happy about it because it's a beer that we like.
Well,
Yeah,
It's not the typical IPA. Like a lot of people come here and say we don't like IPA.
Yeah.
And we're happy about that because honestly, we make great other beers than IPA.
that's our focus. It's
You
not
know, our IPA is our weakest weapon. you
It
know?
is. It is our weakest point is our IPAs. And we
Yeah.
have a lot to learn.
And
So-
that's okay to us. The
Well,
dark beer is a lot of fun.
The IPAs that you guys have had that have done so far, you're well on your way to knowing what the hell you're doing. So there you go.
We appreciate
We
that.
have a lot of help in every corner too. We have people that are like, "Hey, try this instead." If you guys are really that stressed, because we have friends that know that we really care about our beer, so they're not going to be so. I don't know. They're not going to not tell us little things here and there that might help us. Not that we're relying on our friends, but there's people that are just saying, "Hey, look, try this instead if you're really that stressed about it." And we think about it and we add it into our calculations, and here we are. We're already changing our beers. The Spasmatic beer is 100% different from Fluffy and Wasp Nest.
I have to tell you both. If anybody watching right now or rewatching this or listening to this on the audio platforms afterwards doesn't realize that you care about your beer, they weren't watching. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the livelihood.
Not listening.
yeah, we
So-
really care about everything that we produce here.
100%.
We
I
will
do
never
like
give
Matt's
you
last
things that we
comment
don't-
here.
Yeah, Matt first said he's been to a
not that
farm in
smart.
New Zealand where they grew kiwi. But then he said, I just want to put that up there. But then he said, do an experimental series called Something Erratic and then number them. Something Erratic 1, Something Erratic 2. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, and what's
I don't
funny
know.
enough is we have a lambic inspired. It's not lambic at all. It's saison, just with bacteria. It's called Erratic Intentions, and that was our first beer as Erratic to be produced. And this is 8 years ago now, so we have some lingering around that like this. They taste great and they're really cool saison. And for me to say like this beer just tastes a little more than your typical farmhouse saison, you know, with your Brett, your lacto.
Sure.
It's really nice to now see. We have friends coming out with the bottles and saying, "Hey, I have this for you. Would you like to try it?" And I'd love to try it. That to me is my social experiment that actually benefits us and see where it lives. So now I know how long can I age this in barrels, How long can I age it in bottles? How long can I wait to even give it out to the public to get it to taste like that? And I think that's the beauty of brewing.
It's fantastic, and
Yeah,
and I'm not.
I'm going to be the next to take the bio break.
You go take the bio break, and I'll do a little smoke blowing, and I don't mean to blow smoke by any means, but honestly, everything that I've had from you guys, both at the brewery and prior to you, obviously Matt would bring stuff.
Oh yeah, of course. And I'm always Matt. I'm like, take it.
Right.
Give me your word. I want to know.
For years, I've been drinking things that you guys brew.
It's really cool.
But honestly, and especially your saison game, it's on par. It really, really is. I'm not trying to blow smoke. It's really on par. You guys are you're and as I said, if anybody listening to this doesn't get the fact that you guys care about what you're doing, like really dialing in, care about what you're doing, they're not really listening to what we're talking about.
Wait till we have the honey beer. We have a honey saison that we dialed in. We got lucky. We used our knowledge from our Erratic Intentions, just years and years of cellaring that golden sour. It's a golden sour base that we turned into our own version of what we think this saison should be.
Right.
You can call it a golden saison. You can call it a golden sour or saison. Doesn't matter to us. It's saison and saison. We then took that and added honey into the fermentation from a local area. We have a good friend. He has a lot of bees, big bee farm, and we partially ferment it with honey, and it just fully ferments out. Really cool, and that flavor sticks because we're not adding the honey into the boil. We're adding the honey into the fermenter, and
that's awesome.
Cool shit. That's one of our favorite beers. We've only done it once, and we're just happy with it. It'll come to the brewery. We're just, taking baby steps here.
Yeah, 100%. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Weird. Danny goes away and he comes back with beer. And I went away and came back with something else entirely different.
What'd you come back with?
What do you think I came back with?
I came back with barrel-aged Malort.
Oh, God. Someone's on vacation.
I am on vacation tomorrow.
Yeah.
There you go. So you're drinking your barrel-aged Malort? Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're saying?
I'm going to drink some barrel-aged Malort.
And
I've said it many times in the show. My youngest son, at 20, his first ever shot at a bar was Malort.
Barrel-aged Malort.
That's a bold step forward.
He's got. It wasn't in Chicago either. It was in Georgia.
It was in Athens, Georgia, as a matter of fact. And he's got bragging rights over any drinking friends that he's got after that.
I got one that might step that up. I don't like to drink hard alcohol. Well, when I was younger, I didn't like to. I love it now. But my father took me to Bike Week in Florida. So I was living in Florida, right? Danny and I both went to film school in Winter Park. That's how we went to World of Beer, all that. And he took me, and I just turned 21, and he took me for, forget what bar it was, but I had a shot of Devil's Cut, and my throat lit. I mean, I couldn't breathe for probably 2 minutes. He's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "I don't know what I just drank. I'm on fire right now," and I hated it. I never touched it since. I mean, I'm 35 now. I won't touch Devil's Cut again. I
don't like hard liquor either.
No.
I love bourbon. I love a lot of Scotch. Like Glenlivet's one of my favorites. 21 year Glenlivet. I'm very happy.
Is Danny going to get a bottle of Glenlivet?
We just
hope not. No, we have a drive to Jackson. We can't have that.
See that, or we've offended Danny in some manner somehow.
We can talk about those dark.
I know. We've offended Matt. I've offended Matt apparently.
Well, yeah. Matt just said, "Why would you do that to yourself, Dave?"
Matt is the biggest proponent against Malort, and I get that. Malort. What I love is their advertising campaigns. My favorite tagline they ever came up with was Malort. These pants ain't gonna shit themselves.
Yeah. Well, if you don't like Malort, you could always just go with Underberg.
Oh, you mean one of these fuckers right here?
One of those right there. Yeah. He's going to get one too. I guess we're doing Underbergs.
So. We might do Underberg tonight. If Danny ever comes back from the bathroom,
Did he go to bed involved? There you go. That was fantastic. We'll get to the top threes.
Yeah, after Malort Underberg is there, he's already got.
There it is.
And Mike put an Underberg down for him.
He put an Underberg down for Danny. There you go.
I guess we're doing Underbergs
I
tonight.
guess we're doing Underbergs. Underbergs.
And do we all know how to do it properly?
All right.
Yeah. I didn't
All
drink.
right.
There we go.
Good for your stomach.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Tap it.
mates.
You got to tap
Cheers.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love it. Yikes.
There you go. Oh, that's horrible.
It's horrible.
I don't know what that
I'm so happy you brought this over here. This is
There you go.
This is perfect.
Hey, it's a
Praise
digestive. It's a digestive. There you go.
is.
Everything happens for a reason. It's for your gut. Black
Simple
liquor is for your
digestion.
health.
Matt says no Underberg at the gym. He says now it's a party.
Yeah, that's right.
What's really interesting is I actually like Malort better than Underberg.
You know what? They're damn close to each other, but you know what? There's more like I'm gonna say like clover, allspice in the.
Oh, there's a shit ton more clove in Underberg.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
My parents
And,
ate black licorice by the bag when I was young, so I was brutally fed that. So that doesn't bother me anymore. I'm unfeed.
Where Malort, the wormwood is the main flavoring of Malort.
Yeah, it's like absinthe on acid.
No,
I'm happy that we all had Underberg in our back pockets.
It's pretty funny that we had. Okay,
Yeah.
Underberg.
That's my last. That's my last.
I'm
Underberg.
going to take a screenshot of that and put that up on.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
good.
my last.
So
Underberg.
funny.
Oh, you got to put it up on their website.
I'll put it up. Yeah, I'll put it up on there.
If you could screenshot that, send it to us. We'll post it on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There you
We
go.
sell it here for $5. It's the best thing ever. If you're drinking all night and you're stuck in Asbury,
Yeah.
throw an Underberg down. You're gonna feel way better the next day.
100%. 100%. You're not wrong.
Weird how
Really
this
not
stuff
wrong.
works.
This is true. I need to order more. That was
Yeah.
Oh,
we
we
got
got
one
one for you.
too.
Matt says he hates absinthe too. He said
Okay.
You need the
Wormwood.
sugar cube, Matt.
it's
Yeah.
not that. Yeah. And by the way, Brian did 4 comments back. Brian said 3 sixtels filled. There
You're
you go.
doing good.
there you go.
The mild, right?
that was mild. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's mild.
There you
Love
go.
that. I love milds.
I opened up a new beer. I should just talk about it because
Talk about it,
what do you
please.
got here?
this brewery holds a special spot in our heart here now at Erratic. A new friend, familiar name, but a new friend, Tonewood Brewing.
Sure.
He gave us a birdie,
That's
which is
fantastic.
beautiful color, a nice bright lager,
Birdie's fantastic. I love Birdie.
4%. I never had it before. I went there on a whim. So we were dry hopping an IPA, and I reached out to my friend Kem from Eggers because we placed an order for Motueka. But here's the problem: I ordered the wrong Motueka, so we got hot side hops that were expiring, and that was the Motueka we had. So it was like 2023, I think it was, just for boil side. We were supposed to order the most recent Motueka, and we didn't. So I said, "Hey, man, we don't have anything to dry hop today. Could you just see if you have any clients in the New Jersey area? I will drive there right now." And he sent us a text saying, "Are you sure? I have a location. It's a little far." I said, "Yes, I need it. Like, I need to go right now." And he said, "All right, Tonewood. His name is Taylor. Call him." So I did. I shot there. He gave us a whole case of Motueka from 2025. And he ended up being one of the nicest people I've met in brewing.
Yeah, Taylor's great.
I wanted to be friends with him. That's how nice he was. I was like,
Can we drink together?
said,
Just drink together. Anybody want to see Boke's brewing
Nope.
system?
Did you have to?
This is
Absolutely.
Brian sent me a picture of the
Yeah.
brewing system. There it is, sitting back there in his garage.
Oh, hell yeah. I
Yeah,
kind of miss those
pretty much.
days.
I see the keg and I see
I can see the
It's funny.
fermenter.
It's funny.
I can see
71 too.
Well, yeah, because we're on the same fucking chat, you jackass.
I see the glycol chiller in the keg. I don't see much
Yeah.
more. It's so overexposed on the camera on here.
I mean, I kind of miss those days, though. That
There you
kinda
go.
reminds me of Your basement.
Yeah, that's dirty brewing right there. That's
Yeah,
that's the beauty.
Hell yeah, I do and I
Yeah.
don't miss it. So we had to push the beer down half an acre of a driveway to get to the house, to go into the basement, to go through the basement window.
And it was gravel.
Oh
Yeah.
no, that's a real story.
Yeah, no, it's concrete, but
Oh, okay.
you gotta put the vat of wort on a dolly and then guide it down. And sometimes it was frozen, sometimes it was really hot. It sucked. We had days where we were sliding down the driveway because the whole driveway was frozen. I'm not kidding. My mom's got a video of me sliding on my ass down the driveway.
That's a quicker way to get all the stuff down the driveway, though.
Yeah,
I agree.
There was
You should have saw my angle from it. It was great.
I was trying we were defrosting the hose from inside the house. We have a 100-foot line of hosing to get to the brewery because we had our water outside and the brewing system inside the barn. And my mom, instead of helping me, she was recording me as I'm sliding down.
Is she a millennial? Is your mom a millennial?
It was awesome.
No, but I think she's turning into one. Yeah, giggling.
Oh my God! Look, this guy's dying. Let's get it on film.
Yep. Yeah.
Down the driveway, and it's a long driveway. It's a 3-acre driveway. So.
Oh my God.
I miss it. I miss it a lot. Why I don't miss
You're making me Miss Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hard thing to do.
Miss Jackson.
Yeah.
Listen, it was a great
Miss
town.
Jackson, if you're nasty.
It's still a great town where I live. I don't see anything. I don't hear nothing. Right? It's here Englishtown Raceway, and that's it.
Yeah. Matt just said let gravity do the work.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
And he also said before that, he said, we added sugar and water, still hated it. There you go. Matt, you've never had a Sazerac? Sazeracs are amazing, and they got absinthe in them. Come on.
Or Pernod.
Pernod's good too. Absolutely.
Well, which is the absinthe without the wormwood.
Right. And there you have it. All right.
You need the sugar for the absinthe, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, if you're drinking that, but if you're having a Sazerac and you're just atomizing absinthe in the glass before you pour it in.
Sure.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like wiping the anchovy around before you make the Caesar salad.
Exactly right. So there you go. All right. I think it's time for top threes. What do you think?
I think you're right.
I think it is time for top threes. And the reason we're doing top threes tonight, or the reason for this particular top
the reason we're doing top threes is because we do it every fucking show.
Right. The reason we're doing this particular list is because it's Happy National Cycling Day.
It is National
Cycling Day. There you go. So tonight's top three list is top 3 favorite places we've ever gone cycling. Top 3 favorite places we've ever gone cycling. Guys,
not recycling.
Not recycling.
Yes.
Cycling. The reason we kind of morph these lists or whatever, we would love to do just beer related lists, but this is show number 277. So after a lot of shows, you kind of run out of beer lists to do. Yeah. So
there's only so many styles and places that brew beer.
Exactly. So tonight's is top 3 favorite places we've ever gone cycling. All right. So
guess which one do you want to go first?
Which one of you want to go first? The guests are first, please.
Oh, I don't care. I'll go first. That's fine.
All right. You got it.
All 3 of them.
I mean, overall, it's a little different than what you probably expected, but growing up, I always rode bicycles. That was always like something I did. But it was different than just like cycling to breweries. So like, for instance, I raced bicycles at a place called Beacon, which is on Route 9 in Howell. It was a great place.
Was that the motocross place?
It's not motocross. It's just strictly for BMX or racing.
Yeah, that's right, BMX. My little brother used to race there.
So I loved it. It was a great place to go to. Like as a kid, I just loved going there and riding my bike and jumping jumps and racing. It was a really cool experience. And then that same owner that owned that place actually owned another place called Incline Club, which is in Lakewood, right? So we would ride our bikes there, and we would be able to jump jumps in an indoor place, which is very cool. Now, my cycling experience isn't like miles, like most people ride bikes and go miles and miles and miles, or go on like a tour, for instance. My cycling experience is more racing or BMX, jumping.
Still cycling.
So I have a different experience. Like I don't go ride my bicycle to go ride 30 miles, for instance. I go ride my bicycle to a place with exclusive cool jumps or something like that.
Sure.
So that's always been my thing with like bikes or something like that. So like this is a cool conversation for me because as growing up, I didn't do cycling, but I did BMX. So going to like Incline Club, and then for me it was always going around Jackson. There was multiple locations that we had like hidden areas that we were able to ride our bikes without people yelling at us. So we had Bellaterra, we had another place called 5 Points, and then there was 2 other places, but it was just a different experience. You know, cycling wasn't about riding miles, it was about meeting up with our friends and doing like BMX and hitting jumps and things like that, racing almost.
If it's 2 wheels without a motor, you're cycling.
Yeah, exactly. Just bicycles, just hanging out and just doing cool things as kids.
There you go.
Off
All
to
right.
Mike.
Mike.
Yeah, so I gotta ask you again. What was the question? Because we're doing a collab tomorrow, and I'm actually looking at my phone because I just started talking with my friend, and then Danny started talking about bicycles, and it totally fucked me up. So, what was the question?
The top 3 places that you cycled.
That I've cycled?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Top 3 for
crazy
tonight.
question. I didn't expect that tonight.
Yeah, but
You didn't see the text earlier?
No.
That is like the most honest answer we've ever gotten on the show
That's
from
great.
anybody.
That's
Yeah, no.
You can ask Matt. This is who I am. My brain is so fucked up today. Especially, we're building a fridge outside, getting a beer ready for tomorrow. That's a friend related, and my brain is not my mindset's not there for to look at the texts and read them properly. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't read the text.
All good. It's our top 3 list. There you go.
I loved riding bicycles as a kid. I will say my first actual memory as a kid of riding a bike that was like where I'd love to go ride it again was in 60 Acres in Jackson. It was not an actual specific place where people actually know. I just know it as the place where my sister fell and slipped on glass, and that makes me laugh in my head. I love my sisters, but like that's funny shit. Like a lot of people get hurt, especially like people I love because it's funny. But that hill, I'd love to go crash that really fast and be like, dumbass hill there. The second one was the Incline Club because I grew up skating there, and I heard Incline Club. So Danny, you definitely
brought it up.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Exactly
nobody
what I was
else.
talking about.
Scotty Kramer taught me how to drop in on a half pipe when I was like 13 years old. I had no friends in middle school.
He's a super famous person, by the way, in the world of
bicycling. Yeah, Scotty Kramer's massive. I mean, like, winning golds in the X Games, massive. And he lived in Jackson, but I didn't know him like that. I knew him as just a nice kid, and he worked at the Incline Club, to say the least. And he taught me how to drop in, and I woke up the next day as a 13-year-old. I felt like an 80-year-old man. I probably fell 100 times, and my dad was like, "Good shit." But that was my second best place. Third place was the pits in New Egypt. That's like where again, and all those guys.
Yes, the pits.
And I was like, yeah, I got my Matt Hoffman BMX bike. It weighs like 100 pounds, the worst bike for this. But it was like a flatland bike, you know. Matt Hoffman loved flatland and like Big Vert. And I don't know. Anyway, I went there and I looked at the holes and the big jumps, and I was like, maybe not for me, but this is cool. There's a really cool thing. I'll never forget about this place. And those pits in New Egypt, that's a serious BMX spot.
Sure.
That's my 3.
There you go. Awesome.
You want to throw Matt's up before I get into mine?
I will throw Matt's up right now. There you go. Matt said, "Oh my God!" Well,
probably the longest response we've ever had in the chat.
I know. First of all, he said he doesn't dilute his rye whiskey.
Oh, pardon.
Excuse me, Matt.
On my feet.
He'll love it. There you go. He said, 3, through the Poconos on vacation. 2, 8 miles one way to hit a brewery in East Bumblefuck, North Carolina, which turned out to be a guy's living room, which we drank with him and like 30 people in the backyard. Then trying to bike back to Marina in rural Darken
Darkness.
Yeah, darkness. Yeah, I can read the rest of it because it's not going to post on here. And number 1 was 10 miles each way every day.
Both uphill.
Yeah, right. I was
Both
in
uphill.
Mafia Island, Tanzania, doing my whale shark research in 2009. I would swim all day with whale sharks and exhaustedly ride back at dusk to pass out and do
Well,
it
that's
again.
not fair. Now we can't all swim with whale sharks, man.
No,
Yeah.
well, we all can.
We
just
can. We're just
don't
not
have
going
the time, money, or energy to
Well,
do
why don't
so.
you invite me to swim with whale sharks? Then I
I'd
can.
like to
Matt,
You
next
would have
time
to-
you go,
You would have had to
bring
live
Danny
with
with
me.
you.
So,
Yeah. Next
You're going to
time,
need
I'm
permission
coming.
from 2 people: his wife and Mike.
Yeah, no, I
Man,
don't
I'm
need
going
any.
because he doesn't
Invite
know
me.
Danny without me, so that's fucked up.
Yeah,
There you
we're
go.
gonna go together.
Yeah, we'll hold
All right.
hands. I don't care. That's be the thing
That's
with.
the best. Be a nice
Fair
kumbaya moment.
Kumbaya, yeah, absolutely. All right,
At the
so
bottom of the war with Matt Kumbaya style. That's fine.
why not? Not bad. All right, Samurai, you're up.
Number 3, I had to throw a Jersey place in there. Most of my biking is, I've done some mountain biking. Most of it's road biking. So I had to throw someplace in Jersey. Sandy Hook's a really kind of cool place to bike in the off season when you don't have to pay to get into the park. They've got some really nice bike trails. They've got places set up where you can inflate your tires, tighten shit up. They've got places you can put your bike up and work on it a little bit if you need to. But it's really, really cool. And if you get lost, you wind up on the nude beach and see shit you really don't want to see.
I
Trust
don't
me.
want to see that.
Nude beaches are not where you want to be because the people that are on those are not the people.
In here,
Yeah.
not in the
that's
Caribbean.
No, that's
It's
not what
different.
you know. Yeah, it's Caribbean's a whole different thing. In Jersey, these are not the people you want. So number 2, moving on. Before I moved to Jackson, I lived in Bricktown, and these were the days of like the little bikes. These were when I was on a Schwinn. I had an orange crate at one point. Look it up; they're worth a lot of fucking money now. God, I wish I'd never gotten rid of that thing. But I lived on 18th Avenue in the Herbertsville section, which is right where 70 crosses over between Brielle and Bricktown. So if you're coming from Brielle, crossing over 70, you're in Bricktown, you look to the right. That's the neighborhood I grew up in. I was on 18th Avenue at 17th, 16th.
Right by where River Rock is now.
River Rock. At the time, it was called Chapman's Marina.
Chapman's Marina.
And there was this one section called Main Street, which was the shortest fucking Main Street of any goddamn town that's ever
Like a
existed.
block long.
Yeah, 2 blocks actually. But between Main Street and Route 70, there was these woods, and there was every now and then there was a pit in there, but there was trails through it. We called it Chapman's Trails. We had local legends of a cryptid living in it. People claimed they saw it, but it was such a small area. I don't know how the hell a cryptid could live in there. But we used to bike through there all the time, and there was this one big pit that we used to just fly down one side of it, go up to the other side, and then just crash because we weren't very good. We got hurt a lot there, but it's just these memories of a kid, as a kid, because you got to remember, John, we're Gen X. We were the last feral generation where our parents didn't care what the fuck we were doing. We come back and you got blood coming from somewhere, they'd wipe it off, spray you with Bactine, and you're done.
Not only are we Gen X, but we're like
The beginning of Gen X.
We're the beginning of Gen X, really.
So we were the ones that we came home when when the streetlights came on.
We were in high school with boomers.
Yeah.
We were young in high school.
Yeah. So it's just so yeah, we got hurt a lot, but I just think back to those days that I miss that shit where we were kids and we could do whatever the fuck we wanted to do at the time. We didn't have helicopter parents. We had mostly stoned parents. So it was a little different.
Or inebriated in one way or another.
Or inebriated, yeah, under some sort of influence. But I think my number 1 favorite place to bike, and this is now, we're going back not too far back. During COVID, I moved up to Rhode Island just before COVID started for a job. And then everything shut down, jobs shut down. I was still being paid, which was great. But I wound up just exploring as much of Rhode Island as possible. And I had a bike.
I had a bike.
And Rhode Island has a lot of bike trails through it. And the West Bay, Narragansett Bay, the East Bay, the East Bay Trail is a very long trail. I never did actually finish it, but I did quite a few miles on that. I remember returning from one of them where I had to, I can't say walk my bike back to my apartment. I had to stagger my bike back to my apartment because I probably had about 25 muscles cramping at the time, because I came across someone who was in very, very bad shape and gave him half my water, and then continued to do my bike run as I originally planned and didn't have enough water and just cramped the hell out of it. But it's a beautiful bike trail. There's some great challenging areas. There's areas where you just kind of cruise along, you go through. There's a great place to stop, and there's a coffee shop. It's just a wonderful thing. I got a lot of fond memories of doing that bike trail. It's one of the things that got me through COVID. That and being on calls with a bunch of friends and just drinking ourselves into oblivion night after night
There you
after
go.
night.
Yeah, we did that a lot.
We did that quite a bit. Yeah. John, it's on to you. That's my number one.
There we go. All right, my top three are, my number three is, I'm going to start off with something we've done, over the last, since we moved down to Belmar, since we've been here almost 10 years now.
Potensky's not wrong.
I'll get to Mets in a second. Up to Asbury and back, bar hopping along the way, brewery hopping along the way, right? Distillery hopping along the way. Have you guys, by the way, on that note,
Whorehouse hopping along the way.
Whorehouse hopping along the way. Have you guys met the guys over at Wheelhouse Distilling yet?
No.
Okay. All right.
No.
All right. I know we want to come over. Patrick is one of the owners. He's actually my cousin's son. So we gotta, when I come over with the cheesesteaks, I'll get Pat to come over.
Yes, please.
100%. So, and then also
you might want to bring them at different times, because you bring these guys cheesesteaks, they're not going to pay attention to it.
That's true.
Yeah, my mindset will be one way, and it's the food.
Yeah, they're going to.
We'll do all these separate days. There we go.
Yeah, you do that separately.
There we go. Anyway,
better idea.
I get it. Good idea. And also down to Point and back, bar hopping along the way. So that's always fun. So that's my number three, and we've grown fond of that, which is why it makes my list. Right, it's not just something.
And when he says we, he's talking about.
I'm talking about the lovely Jessica. I'm pointing at her right now. She's on the other side of this wall,
and she has
texting me saying, "Keep it down. I'm in bed."
She has a trike, and it's a.
Oh yeah, no, she doesn't drive. She doesn't ride that when we go.
She doesn't ride. She doesn't ride.
Well, occasionally when we go up to Asbury, she will occasionally ride that. But most of the time,
it's completely done up in Mets regalia.
It looks like a Met. Yeah, it's a Mets bike. It's a Mets trike. It's an adult trike with a basket on the back, the whole 9 yards. And in fact, right now it's out in the back, and she's got solar orange lights on it, and they glow and.
And there's a bell that when she rings, it goes, Mets lose.
Pretty much. So that's my number three. My number two, I'm going back years, riding all over the town I grew up in, which was North Arlington in Bergen County, riding all over the place. We had what we called the lots. It was an old factory that had, before I was even born, the factory was abandoned, and it was abandoned till I was 18 or 19. It was
and
abandoned.
for good reasons.
Yeah, and right around there and all over the town and down in the meadows. If you know I don't know if you know North Arlington, but Bergen County, it's the end of North Arlington. There's cliffs. There used to be copper mines, and
you just made me miss Copper Mine.
Well, that's why it was called the Copper Mine. That's why the bar.
I know it's why it was called the Copper Mine.
Right. So
Copper Mine Tavern was such a great place.
Yeah, absolutely. Vito was great.
Yeah, Vito. Well, Vito was taciturn,
which made him great.
Made them great.
There you go.
Because if Vito talked to you enthusiastically, you knew he liked you, because he never did anything enthusiastically.
And my number one, it's a trip that we take. We usually try to do it once a year. Sometimes we do it a couple times. Most of the time we just do it during the summer. We'll take the bikes in. We'll go into New York City. We'll park in the West Village. We'll take the bikes. We'll go over to the west side. We'll go down the bike path along the west side, around the North Cove Marina, down into Battery Park, and then we'll take the bikes onto the ferry over to Governor's Island. And then we go over to Governor's Island and we ride all around Governor's Island. And there's restaurants, there's bars on Governor's Island, there's beer on Governor's Island. We hang out, we drink and everything else. We do that and we come back and we get back on like several hours later. We get back on the ferry and go back over to New York, back over to Manhattan, and then we go up the east side, past the heliport, and we get up to about 6th Street, and we cut across, and we start zigzagging, working our way back through the East Village and the Village, bar hopping and cocktail bar hopping, and eventually, and then head back. Yeah, so that's always a fun thing. We do it every year. That's my number one thing. That's my number one ride on the bike.
I got a question for Danny. You were obviously an avid BMXer. What was your bike?
So I had a Felt, which is like a lightweight bike with a lightweight aluminum wheel.
Okay.
And then I had a Diamondback trail bike,
There.
which was what I rode in the woods.
Nice.
So my cousin rode like almost like Olympic style BMX riding, like where you do the track riding. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So for a long time he did that. So I kind of like followed in that footsteps and rode all the track riding. But once I learned that like doing cool tricks was like the coolest thing ever,
That's awesome.
I started riding with all my BMX friends and kind of strayed away from the whole jumping the whole racing thing and just going towards like doing backflips and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
But, yeah, I mean, I ended up getting injured and ruining my whole entire sports career, but it is what it is.
That happened. Yeah.
It could happen. There you go.
Yeah.
I did. I had a Diamondback mountain bike, which I loved. I don't have it anymore. Dave knows why.
It burnt.
Yeah. But what should we call it? I had, but years ago, I did BMX when I was not into it as much as you were at that point, but friends of mine and everything, when we were riding all over what I mentioned before around the town I grew up in or whatever. But I had a Mongoose.
Nice.
Classic.
Yeah. And
I had one of those when I was young.
And I built one too. I literally found a frame, bought wheels, bought gears, blah, 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 blah. My uncle actually had a popper big gun. He helped me put stuff together and actually built my own bike too, which I rode for about 1.5 years and then it fell apart.
No, I did the same thing though. I built all my own bikes. I buy all the parts and then just put it all together. You know, I would spray paint my frame in between seasons, so I had different frame.
Okay.
I was heavy into it until I broke my leg in half, and I was like,
yeah, that's not good anymore.
Yeah, that's
step back for a while from all this great sports. Like,
take a break.
Yeah.
No. See, I was into the hybrid bikes. I had a Giant for the longest time.
Okay.
Moved to Union City. I mean, this is what I had in Rhode Island. This is what I had prior to Rhode Island. Drove it all through New Jersey. Moved to Union City, had it on a bike rack in our apartment, and someone destroyed everything on that fucking rack was destroyed.
Oh, that's terrible.
And I took it to where I bought it to see if they could renovate it, bring it back to life. And the bill they gave me, while they're working up the bill and all that, I'm looking at all the stuff that got an consignment, and they work it up and they tell me the price to renovate the thing. I'm like, you've got this bike out there that I've been eyeing, and it's $20 more than what it take to renovate this thing. And now I'm looking at disc brakes. I'm looking at updated gears.
Yeah.
How about we just scrap that and go with this? And we did. And it's funny because it was something called a co-op. And I was kind of annoyed because I really like the Giant brand. And I found out eventually that co-op is an REI brand.
Okay.
And it's made by Giant. And I found that out after I bought the thing. I'm like, that made me very, very happy. I'm still riding a Giant.
Still riding a Giant, there.
Yeah.
By the way, Matt's comment before about you and I, Dave, is you guys are old.
That's what I said. Yeah, he's not wrong.
You're not that much younger than us, Matt. But okay.
Yeah, he thinks he is. In his mind, he is.
Right.
In his mind, he's still like 23, isn't he?
Well, yeah. Well, in your mind, you're still like 24. So. I mean,
Well, the thing is, but here's the thing. In Matt's mind, he's 23, and he can still kind of deliver on that
pull it
promise.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, in my mind, I might still be 24, but my body's going, "Fuck you, is."
Yeah.
No.
Fair enough. All right. So what's coming down the pipe? What's coming around the bend for Erratic? What do you guys? Any plans beyond just beers you're releasing this summer and getting into the fall and still get?
Yeah, you got like. I mean, we know you're doing the rooftop thing. Any other like festivals
events.
you're getting into? Places you're pouring.
We're not doing a rooftop bar here.
No, you're doing the thing at Beach House. You're doing that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you're gonna do your rooftop at your place?
I wish.
That's way in the future, but that's an idea. So let's get away from that real quick before that's a thought. We are doing other
We dwell on it.
I don't even want to even keep replying to that. We're doing other beer events for the year. We have intentions for the end of the year that we're trying to sneak our way into. We have stuff coming up that's really cool, but we can't talk about yet. I'm so sorry. We're so limited right now into what we're discussing because I just don't want to spoil what we worked so hard on.
You have at it. You do what you need to do.
The anniversary beers are going to be awesome. You won't, like Danny says to every customer that comes in, you're seeing like a quarter of the brewery. You're not seeing who we are as a company until the anniversary because our beers take a long time to make. And as a brewer, John, that sounds scary. I get it, but we can make the beer that makes money all year round and then release the beers that we're passionate about that speak to our customers as a company. So our barley wine, English style, everybody knows us for. Our saisons, everybody knows us for. We're not going to have for another 8 to 9 months. We'll have saison beforehand, but that's what's coming in. Our anniversary is something to look forward to. And we just opened. It's only been a month. But just 11 months from now, you're going to be really impressed. And again, for people who are not, we are not outspoken about being so positive for our brand because we are so hard on ourselves. That's saying a lot. Our beers that we're going to give you in a year are going to be worlds different and not our IPAs or our lagers. Those are going to change, obviously. But our beer that we know ourselves for, like our roots, will be out in 9 to 11 months. So those are the things you should be looking forward to for Erratic.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
No, it's more than awesome. It's what you want to hear from a brewery. There's so many breweries that rest on their laurels. They've got that one beer that just pretty much rakes the money in for them, and that's what they're going to market. That's what they're going to talk about. But you know what you just said. You're making it sound like you guys have not hit your stride, and this is what we need to look forward to is when you guys hit your stride. And I got a feeling that when you guys actually hit your stride, you're not going to be satisfied with that stride.
No, of course not.
Probably not.
I think as a brewer, you're never really like you can be satisfied, but you're not going to be impressed. You know, you could be happy, but you're not going to be at your peak.
Oh, I know many breweries that impress the fuck out of themselves. You know, and
Themselves, nobody else. But
yeah,
themselves.
well, no, and there's breweries that impress the fuck out of themselves and still impress the hell out of other people because they've been told to. And there's many times where there's nothing wrong with that beer, and I'll drink the shit out of that beer. But when you get that brewery, those breweries that are putting out great stuff and still have yet to impress themselves, those are the breweries to watch. Those are the breweries to go, what are they going to do next? If they're not satisfied with this, and I'm loving the shit out of this, what's coming up? If this is not what impresses them,
Exactly.
so I'm really, really excited to hear what you're saying, and you know, maybe I will, you know, risk the Driscoll.
I think you should. I think you should.
To get down there.
He's full of shit. He's come down the shore before.
after spending an hour sitting on the Driscoll, which is appropriately known as Benny Hill. You got to be our age to understand the reference.
We know the Driscoll.
Oh, you know Benny Hill?
Or we know Driscoll.
We know the Driscoll.
We know
You know
the
the
Driscoll.
Driscoll. Benny Hill was a comedian back in our days who his stuff could not be put on air today.
Oh, hell no.
No.
Benny Hill's a whole other. He's another part of the dictionary. Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, it sounds like you guys are working towards being one of those destination breweries.
That's awesome.
Of course.
That's what we've been striving that for since day one. You know, if we're going to open up, there's a million breweries out right now. You know, we're coming in at the worst time,
Especially in Monmouth County. You're
Right.
opening
All
up in a
the
county that is just flooded. I drank 2 beers tonight. Where are
Yep.
these guys from?
Yep,
Monmouth
right
County.
around the corner.
Who are the 2 biggest breweries in two most well known
2 right
best
there.
breweries? These
You're looking
bastards
at
right
them.
here.
Yeah, you're looking at North and Central. So
Both of these assholes right here. And
Yeah.
I call them assholes with a very loving tone.
it's in here. Yeah. They're awesome.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
I went with Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Pennsylvania. So that just
My point was that we are coming in at it's like not beer's worst time in the last 20 years.
No, it's not.
No, it's been worse.
There's a correction. There's a correction happening here. There's some economy happening here. There's some kids not drinking the way some kids as they aged up did.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of reasons, but hey, you know what? There was 400 and something breweries that closed last year. There was 300 and something breweries that opened last year. So
the whole point right now is make good liquid,
Yeah. Absolutely.
survive, but also pander to your locals. Your locals they're going to keep you alive through this tough time. And if you can survive these tough times, and you get back to that point, we can get back to that point in craft beer where people were just getting crazy experimental because they knew their base would drink.
100%.
And that's the whole point, is building that local base, and even the base that travels. You know, you look at the 2 breweries I put up. Well, they came in at a really good time. Things were growing, but their survival is still existent on the craziness that they put out there, and those people that are adherents to what they did. It's almost a cult with these 2, by the way. But so there's your goal: make a cult.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're certainly trying. We're trying to be ourselves, no matter what. We're not trying to replicate anybody else. We're trying to be us.
But that's absolutely the point right there.
100%.
If you guys do what you love with the passion that you have for it, it's going to play in your beer, and your locals are always going to drink whatever you put out there, because they can walk to you, and that's fine. But
Or get there relatively easily.
they're relatively easy. But those who are going to come to you, they're going to be there because your beer has spoken to them.
There you go.
And the only way to speak through your beer is to speak your truth with that beer.
There you go.
Wow, that was way too deep for me, wasn't it?
Preach.
No, that was very. I
There
found
you go.
myself traveling the country and going, if I don't stop here, I'm not even they don't even know me as a friend, but I'm not being a good friend to them. So that was all truth. As deep as it sounded to you, it hits our hearts. That's for sure.
Look, do what you guys are doing, and it will be noticed, and it has already been noticed, and it will continue to be.
Yeah. If you love your beer, other people are going to love your beer.
Care about it and do the right thing, and that's all that matters right there.
Yeah, because this is the first time I've met both you guys. I've not had your beer. Because you guys are relatively new. I've not been down there, but everything that I've
What was that?
That's
That was
Matty.
very
He just got home after being gone for 2 days, and he said hi to Mom. But everything that I've heard on this show makes me really, really, really want to drink your beer, just because the way you talk about your beer, the obvious passion you have for
You
the
gotta have
passion
it.
you have for brewing. It's just, I can't imagine your beer being less than spectacular because of how I've how you guys come across thinking about your beer.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, that's always been our main focus.
All right. A couple comments really quick. Brian said we're talking about biking. He says, and he's the one that rides 30 to 40 plus miles on a bike.
Jesus.
Okay,
No, I'm good.
30. I thought that it was 30 minus 40, and it was negative 10. But okay.
Yeah. And he is the oldest of us, and he'll tell you that.
He will admit to that.
There you go.
Proud.
Matt said barrel-aged beer releases, and was referring to you guys, obviously, with what you're doing coming up. And then Brian also said third and fourth beer samples of his English mild from kegging and Ramstein Double Platinum Blonde, which is
That's his. Yeah, he has some.
That's his go-to. When Brian was brewing, he was contract brewing through Ramstein up in Butler. So he had tanks there.
High Point Brewing.
High Point Brewing, yeah.
Gotcha.
And he had all of his tanks up there. So anyway, all right. Any parting words you want to let anybody know about what you're doing, what's coming up, what you're doing in general, your mission statements, anything you want to let anyone know?
Any Shakespeare quotes?
Shakespeare quotes?
I mean, for us, we want everyone to experience our beer. We want everyone to understand that our beer is unique, it's fun, it's true to style. We make all different types of beer, and we just want everyone to have fun. We want everyone to enjoy their time when they come here, enjoy the atmosphere that we built, and experience the experience that we bring to the beer that we make.
Awesome.
That's all I think about.
There you go. Mike?
That's we're
Ditto.
we're the same fit. Yeah, we have the same mindset for beer, so that was great.
Awesome. All right. Well, stick around. We'll talk to you. We got a couple of lists that we got to give you after we sign off.
Yeah, 100%.
So stick around. On that note, though, we'll wrap up the show for today. We want to everybody for watching and listening. And for those of you just listening to the audio podcast, thank you for listening. I said listening 5 times in that one sentence.
Yeah, it was 4, but okay. Who's counting?
Everyone's listening, that's for sure.
Everybody's listening. There you go. Don't forget to visit our website, www.lagerroom.com. That's LEGERROOM.com. And please remember, like us and follow us on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course our YouTube channel. All of them are at The Log Room. Remember, we go live with a video podcast on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Twitch every Tuesday night around 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And for those of you who just want to listen to the audio podcast, you can do so on our audio host, Spreaker, as well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, Audible, Pandora, Amazon Music, iTunes Music, YouTube Music, TuneIn, Podcast Addict, CastBox, Deezer, Podchaser, Listen Notes, pretty much anywhere you can find an audio podcast, you will find the Log Room Guys Craft Beer Podcast. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to one or more of those feeds, and you will never miss a show. Again, thanks for following along with us. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. Guys, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
This was a great show. You guys are brewing. You look. I'm not blowing smoke beers. You guys are brewing amazing beer. Anybody that's in the area, you're near Bradley Beach, New Jersey, get to Erratic Fermentations over in Bradley Beach. You're gonna want to get there and have their stuff anywhere they're doing. And we'll post anything like we do with everybody else. Anything that's going on, we'll post it on our page as well. Dave, you have a wonderful trip to Italy. Dave will not be on the show next week.
I can't imagine not having a wonderful trip.
We will have a special co-host next week.
Oh, you are gonna? Okay, I was gonna say is Kielbasi Figures co-hosting with you?
No. Mum's the word. We got a special co-host next week. It's a co-host / guest. Kind of like when I went to Portland last year and you had Efren on. Kind of like one of those.
So that's necessarily co-host. You're going solo and having a guest.
It's a hybrid. We'll call it a hybrid.
Cool.
So we'll call it a hybrid. So there you go.
Okay.
There you go. But in any event, again,
I may actually tune in, despite the fact.
I think you should. It's going to be like midnight, or
it's be half past. Well,
it's going to be like 1 in the
Yeah. Like 3.
Yeah. Let's be honest. 2 in the morning.
What is it? 6 hours or 7 hours?
6 hours.
It's 6 hours right
So it
now
could be like 12:30,
because of daylight savings. It's 6 hours.
Yeah.
So
It's usually 5, but now it's 6.
now it's 6. There you go.
Because no one else does that insanity that we do.
Exactly.
Yeah,
All right. Anyway, guys, once again, thanks for coming on. We'll talk to you soon. I'll be up there. Stay tuned. We'll stay on. We'll talk to you in a second. And everybody else, thanks for tuning in. We'll
Thank
talk
you
to
so much.
Cheers.
Thank you.